I'm an aspiring actor.
I'm a voice actor.
Yeah.
Here are my voices.
Just start doing voices and they'll be like, what?
But also, we're live, right?
Yeah, we are live.
So we'll go ahead.
I'm gonna actually send the link into the Discord and let everyone know that we're live right now.
All right, you might have to send it to me to go ahead and post over. Oh no, actually in the Discord. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Discord.
Discord. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a Taco Bell order because that's what I do during podcasts.
Yeah,
I
get your
eat
Taco Bell, man.
That's the first thing I got when I got back.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted In-N-Out, but it was 2:30 on a Sunday. It was
What
closed.
is it about Taco Bell? That's like the first thing that Luca was looking forward to eating when he came back to the U.S. during winter break.
It's Taco Bell.
Well,
You too?
not the first thing I had when I was out of country, but when I was out over in Maine, I was like, came back over here, I was like,
No, you're like, I need
In-N-Out.
Taco Bell now. Oh,
no,
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
But you're saying that Luca also had Taco Bell when?
Yeah, because he had like a layover in LA. It was the
Yeah.
same time we went to the One Piece Cafe, actually. So we were like in LA at the same time, but didn't see each other.
What's up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
Also,
But yeah.
while we're on the topic, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Talk to Talk. I'm your host, AJ. Joining me, of course, live. As you
Hello.
can see here are my co-hosts, Lexy and Zach. What's up, everybody? We're excited to go ahead and be here. While we're on the topic of fast food, let's talk about that freaking, what is it, the Arch or whatever? You guys heard about the freaking McDonald's thing that's going on?
No.
So there's a video where like the CEO of McDonald's, right, goes out there and he's like pretty much promoting this new burger that they have.
Oh, I
right?
know what you're gonna say.
And then
I have seen that.
he has it there and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually eat this for my lunch.
I didn't
You know,
actually
and
watch
this
the
and that.
video, but I heard about it.
And so what he does is he's like almost explaining it as he's eating it. Well, eating it, I say, you know, with air
Loosely.
quotes. And he pretty much takes a little, like, one of those tiny little Squidward's
He does a
Krabby Patty
Squidward
bites.
bite. Yeah, he goes,
You know, and he's just like, oh man, you could taste that.
and the whole time
crunch
he's
from
talking
those
about it,
onions
he's
and
using the
this,
term
you know?
product, right? He's not calling any of it food. He's saying,
Yeah.
it's our product.
Yeah.
This is the product.
But he's like explaining it almost like he's being introduced to it for the first time.
Yeah.
You know?
You know they don't eat their
this
own
dude,
crab.
Anyway,
They
this
know
dude,
what's in it.
Yeah.
What's up, Tish? What's up, Jacob?
The Campbell soup thing? The
all got
3D
personal
printed.
Oh
chefs
my
at
gosh,
home.
yeah, the one
They are
he
not
said he
eating
wouldn't
their
even eat
own
that, huh?
Yeah, he said, like, I'm not eating that 3D
But
printed
anyway, so
stuff.
the CEO is just like gone viral for pretty much not really liking his own product. He pretty much takes the tiniest bite and he just like, wow, that's so good and this and that, right?
Well,
and it's
you
like,
have to say that.
it's crazy. And
You know
then
who wouldn't do that? Jack.
Jack would go out there and demolish.
Jack in the box.
Thomas,
Yeah,
what's up,
In-N-Out
man?
wouldn't do that.
In-N-Out's real food.
Yeah,
Hope you
In-N-Out
guys are all
actually,
doing well.
Like, you could see them cutting those veggies.
Yeah.
Tish says Taco Bell at 2:30 a.m. is insane work.
Well,
That's the
In-N-Out
only-
wasn't open, okay?
That's the only time that you can.
The One Piece is real.
The One
the
Piece
only
is real.
time- Oh,
Did you see that?
Oda, yeah.
He dropped half of a piece of paper that he wrote the secret of the One Piece on, and he literally sank it like 681 meters below the water level.
The One Piece is real.
It's out there.
It's out
so
there,
when are we
guys.
going? When are we going, pirate crew?
That's pretty
Slight
crazy.
pause. I've been wearing. This is my second day in the same pair of contacts, so I got to go get my eye drops.
Oh, yeah,
I got
yeah.
serious.
do what
dry
you
eye.
gotta do.
No worries. Do what you gotta do for sure. But yeah, hopefully all our friends here that are live with us, hopefully you guys are doing well. Again, if, per usual, if you guys have done anything fun this past week,
What up, Thomas?
let us know what you guys have been up to. We'll of course go ahead and kind of get into what we've been up to, but you guys know how we do these things. We're gonna go ahead and hang out for the first like hour or so, maybe more, depending on what we talk about. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get into the Attack on Titan story. We'll continue on with season 4. We're going to be starting episode 16, Above and Below. This will be part 1 of our episode and discussion. And I'm excited for this one. I know we say that every single week, but every single week we're getting to some
'Cause it's
really good
season
It's
episodes.
4,
because
bro.
every single
Everything's-
episode in season 4
Yeah.
is like game changing.
I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So
you
yeah.
want to know what my Taco Bell order was?
Oh yeah, so 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
Let's talk
what
about it. Taco Bell. So again, just clarity here.
Cheesy gordita. Oh no, they don't sell
Right,
gorditas anymore.
Zach, where were you? Right, so let's talk about how was your week, man? Where,
I went to
where were you at?
Trinidad
Yeah, Zach
this
was over in
weekend.
Trinidad over the weekend.
That's Rihanna's
which
home
is
country for those of you who don't know.
there you go. But
I
that,
went to
honestly,
Rihanna's homeland.
that's so cool, man. That's so cool.
It was awesome, and I had a pretty stellar host. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, who's your stellar host? Would you like to
Host,
disclose?
say
or?
what's up in
Yeah,
chat.
would you like to raise
Oh,
your hand?
host in chat. Do you want to go and say
Chat,
hi, host in chat?
Say what's up. My amazing, humble tour guide too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool too, because you have someone that like.
Yeah, someone who knew all
Who actually
the
knows
ins
everything.
and outs. Yeah. Yeah, I went and I met up with Tish out there.
Yeah, shout out to Tish.
It was awesome.
For anybody that doesn't know Tish, you guys should, because Tish is a longtime supporter and friend
A
of the
regular
show.
crown holder
Absolutely.
in our chat.
And Tish,
She's consistently in top of the leaderboards out here, you know?
Yes,
Tish
it's
told
a
us she's from
country.
Trinidad.
Oh, yes, it's a country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tish goes, I don't know who the host was, but they seem nice.
It was actually two cats.
It was the
named-
cats,
It
yeah.
was two cats named Hito and Iso, and they were so cute.
Yeah.
I loved them. I wanted to take them. She had to check my bag when I left because I was like, yeah, your cat's in my bag.
Like, I'm taking your cat.
Cats in my bag.
Taking your cat.
Is kidnapped.
Oh, man.
Cat.
But no, it was a really cool time.
Nice. What do you guys end up like? So any cool like experiences? You guys go ahead.
I feel so bad for this girl. I was like, I got 3 days. So landed. I don't even remember what time I landed. I'm already blanking. I landed probably like 1, I think, about 1 p.m.
Okay.
Because I had a layover in Panama on the way there, and then flew from Panama to Port of Spain, which is their capital. And she picked me up. Went back. Got some grub from a mall.
Cool.
That was pretty cool.
How are their malls?
Okay, so they have this new mall.
Okay.
It's like the most closest thing to an American mall like you could get out there. Closest thing to American you could get out there was that mall.
Is a mall, yeah. That's usually how it is for like all foreign countries.
Yeah, but
Closest thing you get into America
it felt like
a
an
mall.
American mall. Like it felt like I went to
So
like
while you talk.
it felt like I went to not to like
They have a lot of
but,
like international.
Kind of felt like Brea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
They
I
have
didn't
a lot
know it
of
was a
like
country.
international
Sarcasm.
shops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was in the Philippines, going to the malls is like really the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
What feels more like the U.S. than capitalism? Going to the mall.
Seriously. Went to the mall. The food in the mall, we were making fun of it because she got a mac and cheese and chicken, and I got a ramen bowl.
Okay.
The mac and cheese.
Is this like food court type stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The mac and cheese, you could see the powder.
Oh
Like
no.
the crafts, like at the
No.
bottom. You know when you make crafts?
Yeah.
Like, little puffs?
You did not mix it
Yeah,
enough.
when you
They did not mix it enough. Yeah.
Just says I'm so mad. Yeah. Oh.
And they didn't even give us the right drinks. We wanted like
what?
Yeah, I wanted what did I want?
They're, like, not even
the mango. You wanted passion fruit. They gave us just straight lemonade.
What?
Oh wow. Was it busy or?
No.
Oh, so they were just lazy.
I don't know what they're not busy is, but it didn't seem like it was that
Okay.
all
I
that
understand
busy.
Yeah.
sometimes when places are busy, especially here in a food court, they're just like trying to go ahead and be quick, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's like
You get what you get.
it's a mistake that I hate that they make, but sometimes it's a mistake where they're just like, all right, just give them the drinks, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, you know?
You
Yeah.
end up mixing things up when you have a lot of things to think about.
So we did that. We went out to. Okay, I'm gonna put you on blast right now, Tish,
Okay.
because she kept saying rave.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jacob. I thought I was already.
To our standards, it's an LA club. It's like an LA club.
So it wasn't a rave. I remember you mentioned that that's something that's a
I
possibility.
guess it's a
going to
rave theme.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was just like an LA club to me.
Okay.
I will say this, dude. They pour heavy. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
One drink, one
Damn.
Long Island. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Islands for feeling long tonight.
I had 2 Long Islands and I was like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very well
Cut me off.
satisfied with the consumption I had of
Alright.
alcohol tonight.
That's like gay clubs. You go to a straight club, they're kind of light on their liquor.
Pomona.
You go to a gay club,
340.
they will pour
They
some
pour
thick liquor.
heavy. God bless you, kind
Also, it's not called
Got you,
340
brother.
anymore, guys.
It's not?
Lex, you
Yeah.
say you're good?
Yeah, I'm
Boo.
It's called a Flex Pomona.
Lux Pomona.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But,
I'm actually going to be there because there's a concert happening there.
oh yeah.
You know who the artist is?
Who?
Cupcake.
No way!
Me and Zach are going to go see Cupcake.
That's so sick. I made a reference about that while I was out there. I'm sure I was like, "Okay, play
She's
Cupcake."
still making music. She is still making some dirty, dirty music.
Oh,
For those of you who
man.
know who Cupcake is, I'm sorry and you're welcome.
The royal blank is clean, Your Highness.
Yeah.
But you know, the club was cool. We got back
Yeah.
pretty late, dude. I was such a sloth Saturday morning,
Yeah. Did
I
those
did
Long
not-
Islands just
we-
like,
dude.
you sore in the
I
morning?
can't remember the last time I got a hangover. I woke up and
Oh.
I was like, my head kind of hurts. I was like, damn.
What's in your
Damn,
guys'
wow.
alcohol?
I
Yeah,
know.
Tish says, welcome to the islands. We consume alcohol like water. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So then Saturday.
Pick it up with chopsticks. Yes, Thomas.
There you go. Tisha says, "Cupcake, I love her, my queen."
struggled to get me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see her.
And then we
I
went
agree,
to-
Zoe. Ramen noodles.
Drove like an
Good
hour and a half to get across island to the beach.
Oh, okay,
Hour and
that's
a
not
half?
bad at all.
So that's like
That's
going from Inland Empire to the beach.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's not bad. But it was cool views. Really lush.
It's like a drive to like Ventura for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. But we had this thing, she took me to this little shack
Right.
on the sand. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of shacks. She took me to one called Patsy's. I will never forget Patsy's, don't worry. I had bake and shark.
Yo,
Say
what?
that again.
Bake and shark.
Bake and
Did you try
shark.
fin or shark?
I don't know what kind of shark. No, it was like
Like you don't know what?
it was fried. It was fried.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And it was on this, not pita bread, but it's like pita bread, and that was like the bread.
Yeah.
And then they had a bunch of little like serve yourself like sauces and toppings and stuff.
How was it?
It's so good.
Yeah, Lucas tried shark fin before.
I wouldn't
He
be
was
surprised
like-
if it was fish.
He's like, it's pretty good, but it's not the first fish I would choose.
Tish says he won't stop bothering me about the bacon shark.
He's like, I need more.
I think that was my favorite meal out there.
That's cool.
It was so good. And then we went to the beach. We did not go to the tourist one where we got the shark or bacon shark, but we went probably like another 15, 20 minutes past it. And it was cool. It was super chill. Water was like
Pretty much
super,
like-
super like chill tide. So I was just out there just
Yeah.
like trying not to fall asleep laying in the water.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
after that we did karaoke
How was
night.
the water? So water
Clear.
Clear. Yeah, I would
Like
imagine.
I could see like
a
eight,
lot
probably
different
more.
than the beaches we got over here.
Oh, dude, I could see the floor.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even touch the floor. I'm a tall dude.
Oh.
I was like, I can see all
Oh
the way
man,
down.
that's gotta be so beautiful, especially if there's any like happen to see any fishes kind of just
didn't
going
see any
around and stuff.
fishies.
That'd be cool.
I wanted fishies,
Yeah.
but it's fine. I could live it. The water was just that brought me back to life.
Experience in its own. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
It was
It's
super.
almost
What's
like
up,
whenever
Fungus?
Whenever you're from the U.S.
Fungus says, hey, he goes, he's 6'10", by the way.
No, bro.
Nonchalant. Yeah, whenever you are a native U.S. American and you go out of the country, you're always like, oh my God, like I don't have anxiety. I just live in the U.S. Like you get that feeling where you're like, whoa, like my whole world is open culture. If you guys have never left the U.S. and you live in the U.S., go somewhere. Go somewhere and experience culture and experience society and from a different lens. I promise you, it is life-changing. It's so cathartic.
Yeah.
Say super. Super. Yeah,
Jacob's keeping tabs on you.
I know he is. bro.
Tish says he didn't get pink. You're welcome. Kept the sunscreen
I
on
know. I
deck.
actually didn't get burnt this time.
Oh, good.
And,
I forgot that's something you have to really worry about.
Yeah, it's hard being white.
Fungus
having
says
fun at the beach.
I'm basically an Eldian,
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
that means, Fungus.
pretty much.
Did karaoke with her friends.
Nice.
Friends were all super cool.
Did you have a go-to song, or did you just sing?
It was
along?
emo night.
Oh,
so
you
which-
mentioned that I think to me
was emo
before.
night.
Did you
So
have
a bunch
a
of emo
Did you have a
songs.
pick for your song?
What was my first song that I did?
I remember I made the joke where I was like, dude, just do Metro Station, shake it.
Yeah, Metro Station is perfect. That's like so authentically 2000s emo.
Yeah.
Or any Panic at the Disco.
Oh, there was
Can't Sweat
plenty.
Out.
There's plenty of Panic.
Anything from a Fever You Can't Sweat
Fall
Out
Out Boy.
album. Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
My Chemical Romance.
Definitely
Yeah. Green
Saying
Day.
I'm not okay.
a Hamilton.
Yeah.
There was a Hamilton break in there, or two, or three.
There's always every karaoke night. There's a
Yeah,
Hamilton.
very
break.
emo.
There's gotta be.
Tish and her friend, crazy duet for
Wait,
Hamilton.
Tish can sing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tish, you're being outed
I'll
right
let
now,
you
bro.
have that. Yes, you can sing.
You're being so outed right now, Tish.
I didn't make any comments out there because I don't want her ego to get
gracious host
gracious host.
can sing.
Great cats.
Okay.
Can't sing.
Interesting.
Great cats.
Cats were awesome.
She's just like listing off like the pros.
She's a really good gift giver.
These are her strengths.
Oh, she's giving gifts.
I don't like gifts.
Okay.
But yeah,
Did you
she-
keep the gifts?
Yes, I kept the gifts.
Oh, so you do
Yeah.
like the gifts.
Yeah.
I like the gifts.
Zach just has a hard
I don't
time
like
receiving gifts.
I like also, I like how
I'm
Fungus.
like you, AJ, okay?
I know, I'm just like,
Yeah.
don't get me anything. No, don't do it. And then just
Like,
accepts the
I
gift.
think I'm happier giving a gift than receiving
Tish,
one.
Tish says my only failure was eggs. There you go. Real quick,
Softball eggs were fine.
Fungus says, I like how Fungus shows up like last week, right? And Fungus goes, "Wow, I'm number one. Gosh, I'm so nonchalant." Like literally, it just like showing up, claiming
This is
number
literally
one
your
crown.
second.
There you go.
Your second stream, and you already got that number
Absolutely.
one crown.
Fungus also said rewatching AOT episode 1, I did not remember that Aaron had that dream in the first moment, and that was a spoiler of everything coming. Because what was that dream? Oh, well, the thing is crazy is that when you go ahead and you rewatch it, and Fungus, I don't know how many times you have gone to rewatch it, but guaranteed you rewatch it in its entirety. There's gonna be so many foreshadowing moments where you're like, they literally spoiled it. Like it's
There's
crazy.
so
right there was
many.
in front of our face.
Dude,
going
Aaron's
into it,
head-
knowing what you
Let
know.
us tell
Yeah.
you,
Like,
as someone
it's
who has
crazy.
analyzed
Like-
almost every single episode, the
There's
stuff
a
we
moment-
missed, even on our third, fourth watch.
Yeah, I think it was like probably episode, I don't know, season 1, early season 1.
Well, even
right?
like seeing
they're over in their
Birdie
quarters,
and
bro.
Rhino moving in the background. We
They're
noticed
over
that
in their
stuff.
quarters. They're literally, Aaron says armored Titan, and the camera
And
goes
it
to
literally
Rhino.
pans to Rhino.
Yeah.
And then he says, yeah, and then this is when Aaron's not making a big deal about them. No, they're just Titans or whatever, not a big
Yeah.
deal. And he mentions the Colossal. Camera goes to Bertold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, literally
Or
it's right
Aaron
there.
like smoking after hitting his head steaming
Yeah.
after hitting his head and training. I just think it's
Absolutely.
funny that they pan to Rhino because he's like, oh, that's what they're calling me.
I know, he's like, is that what they're calling me?
They got my name correct.
Yeah, okay,
Armored
cool.
Titan.
But yeah, so Fungus,
Yeah,
you
that
go
is
ahead and
crazy,
you
yeah.
watch. It's crazy. There's gonna be a lot of foreshadowing moments for sure.
Oh yeah, you notice a lot more.
So going back, Tish says that he didn't have a choice to give the gifts back. I'm the captain now, so
You have been commanded to receive those gifts.
I was at the mercy of my host.
yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, right?
It really do.
Cool, man.
And then we got soup Sunday morning.
Nice.
Pigtail soup. It was good soup.
Good soup.
Good pigtail soup.
Okay.
And
So you tried another part of a pig. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried pigtail before?
no,
How was it?
it was really good.
Good soup?
Really?
Good soup.
Nice.
Bone was interesting. I almost just chomped down on the bone and started.
Oh, like the rest of the spine on the tail.
yeah.
You're like, oh, whoa. These
And I
are
was like,
small.
I have a feeling I shouldn't swallow this part because like I very much could just like chomp this
Yeah,
bone
just
to
slurp
bits.
it in like a noodle.
Yeah. And then I came back.
Cool,
Then
man.
I got Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
So
Flight?
2:30 in the morning. What Taco Bell order?
Oh, double steak, grilled cheese burrito with a chicken quesadilla.
Okay.
That was it. That was my
Oh yeah, dude, that's pretty hefty
my
for
2:30
2:30 in the morning.
yeah. But my buddy who works at LAX, I supposed to land at 1.
7 potato soft tacos, crazy Fungus.
Oh, it's so fucking good. My buddy was supposed to get off at 1.
Yeah.
Or no, get off at 1:30. I was supposed to land at 1. My flight layover on my way back when I landed in Miami, they were like, attention all passengers, your plane requires maintenance, so your boarding will be delayed inevitably. And I was like, cool, so I might just be stuck in Miami for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Then an hour later, they were like, attention passengers, your plane has been fixed. We will begin boarding immediately.
Yeah.
So I ended up landing at like 1:45 because we got a good tailwind.
Okay,
My buddy was like sitting.
They're just hauling ass, just trying to make up time.
I know.
I took a.
After they like actually checked out the plane, because they have to like make that announcement even if there's like a little crack in one of the ceilings, like the sealant or something.
Yeah. And I get off the plane.
So your plane was A1. It got its tune up right before you left. That's good.
Amen. But yeah, my buddy works for American. So, and I flew American. So when I landed, he was literally working the gate right next to mine.
Oh my God,
Okay.
that's
So he was just sitting
He's
there.
like, you see him, he's just like waving out there.
No, well, I get off the plane and all I hear is, look at this idiot. And I was like, camera's already out.
You're like, I
was like, shut up and get over here, bro. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
And then he took me to Taco Bell.
Cool.
But yeah, it was funny.
Oh,
He
man.
was just right there.
Yeah.
It was a good trip. I'm probably gonna go back sometime this year, maybe in the summer.
Okay.
So
Awesome, man.
if you guys want to join me, be my guest.
I'm glad. Yeah, it sounds like you had a really amazing trip, and like Lexi
I
was
want more
mentioning,
bacon shark.
it's one of those things where it's cool to go ahead and kind of just travel, but to get out of the country and stuff, and go out there and kind of just see something different. You know, here we are. We're like Attack on Titan. You know, we're talking about how when you
Experiencing other
when you
cultures.
travel to a different nation, it's not necessarily the best thing, but here we are in real life. We're like, hey, it's good to travel.
Go travel.
You know, yeah, good
Travel
stuff.
is awesome. It's one of the most humbling things on the planet.
Yeah.
Especially if you are from a first world country like this one. Like, it puts a lot of things in perspective. And then I get to go travel again this month, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's good. Real quick, also in chat, I want to go ahead and get to some of the stuff in chat. I saw something earlier from Thomas. I think Thomas said he had an interview, I think. Yeah, Thomas said had an interview today. Felt like it went well. I'm doing factory work if it pans out. Cool, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Congratulations on that. And
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Factory work's not for everybody. I will say that, but if you go ahead and find a good gig and it pays well, then by all means. But also too, man, that could just be a little step in the road, and until you find the next thing. But sounds like the interview went well. And happy to hear, man.
Be praying for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Jacob says in all caps, Lex, thanks for following me back.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was this whole time.
Yeah.
And I went to Instagram to go get our Q&A ready, and I saw Jacob's Instagram and it said follow back. I was like, what? I'm not already doing that? So sorry, Jacob. And you're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. So, it happened. It just was prolonged a little bit, but it happened. Also, I saw Fungus went ahead and mentioned something. Fungus said, do you know what caused Aaron to have that dream in the first episode? What was that future self communicating with him? So
reset. Yeah. Hard reset.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what it is just more of a...
Because he didn't even have the Titan yet, so that's why it is confusing of why he did have those visions of basically the rest of season 1 and season 2.
I like to think that it was future Aaron just kind of giving him a little just, you know what? Here's something to expect. Just a little, I guess.
Yeah, here's a little just warning you. There's a lot that's going to happen.
I want to say it was like a sign, but it wasn't a sign. It was a whole freaking series of just things. And there were awful things, you know, but it was more a
series of
I guess you're right. More of a disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
I think it's also a connection to the tree, too.
Yeah,
that's his resting place. So it's
that's true.
As an LD.
That's the closest in the entire season or series. Mm-hmm. And it's also the last time he's the closest to, I guess, because some people call death sleep, being dead where he ends up. Mm-hmm. So it's probably the last moment where it's okay, bud, the story starts now.
Yeah. I mean, the thing too is that to your point, I mean, that's true that he's literally sleeping, and that could just be literally where he's laying, you know, that could be where they end up, burying, Aaron. And
it's poetic that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to kind of have that kind of circular type of, that story, where this is where we start, but this is also going to be how it ends,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that is a crazy warning to go ahead and have. And and so
100%.
It's just another one of those moments too.
I would also wake up crying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What? Did I?
All right, that made me sadder.
Yeah. I mean, you asked, man. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
This is Attack on Titan. You're not going to get very many happy answers.
Also, too, Zway says Zeke's Beast Titan stands out because his Titan was his favorite toy. And there's no Titan shifter like that. Even the main character doesn't have that. Well, actually,
you know
Zway, we actually learned another very sad story, but last week, when
Titan, they're all bad.
When the predecessor to the Beast Titan, to Zeke's Beast Titan, specifically Tom Sava, when we learned about his story and his family being murdered, his son had a toy ram that was over on a shelf.
It's a little ram play.
It was like a little bookshelf. I want to say.
You can see it in 2 different scenes, but it's the same. I mean, 2 different stills, but it's the same scene.
Yeah. And so that was another glimpse that we see. It was like a foreshadowing moment that hey, that's going to be what Sava turns into. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of any other moments, but I mean, I'm sure that again,
I don't really have any other examples.
If you really kind of go ahead, maybe there's stuff in the background, maybe you never know, but also we don't come across too many Beast Titans, let alone any glimpses of what Titan.
I mean, it's not
somebody is going to become.
Yeah, correct.
But you could also
his toy was an
compare
8.
it to
his toy was an 8.
You can also compare it to Armin's Colossal too. With it takes on personality features. He doesn't want to hear it, so he has no ears. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like the same thing, but the Beast is just a bit more artistic.
Yeah.
With
predestined the amount of hair on his face, says Fungus.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that I think I presented the question last week where thinking about what Beast Titan you guys would become, if you had any kind of very special toy or something you had growing up that would maybe foreshadow what you end up becoming as a beast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't get too many of those moments, but there are a ton of foreshadowing moments for sure. And again, it's just credit to Isayama for the incredible, well thought writing and also understanding where he wants to go ahead and take the story, where he wants certain things to go, and it's crazy that literally he's laying the foundation, but also leaving breadcrumbs and none of us realize it, So that's, again, it's a beauty of Attack on Titan. And that's why I encourage anybody that has watched it in its entirety to go ahead and watch it again, because it's always a good watch, a good rewatch. And you're going to like it's happened to the three of us so many times where you guys are going to go ahead and see so many different things that you didn't see the first time. It's crazy.
Yep.
Tish says, I'd be a
something
giraffe.
new.
My power, strong neck like Kaku. Yeah, there you go. And honestly, a giraffe would be an absolutely amazing beast titan.
That'd be
Think about the
terrifying.
range and stuff as
know.
a beast titan,
Have you ever seen those videos of giraffes fighting? Giraffes literally slam their necks into each other.
Yeah, it's crazy. Fungus
Imagine
says,
just wiping out a whole fleet with your
Yeah.
neck.
well, Zoe says Zeke's beast titan skips leg day, and then Fungus says, I swear, if you work out upper body at some point, it'll get legs, says Zeke's titan. Yeah. Yeah, Zoe also said there's a bunny
Bigger
beast
upper
titan.
body means lower body has to lift the bigger upper body.
Yeah.
So we all get muscles.
Jacob says he wants to be Dwayne the Rock Titan. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock.
I mean, we don't have The Rock, but we do kind of have a Brock Lesnar
We do.
inspo
Yeah.
with Rhina's Armor Titan.
Yeah,
So that's
we
as close as
do.
we got for you, Zoe.
Yeah.
Speaking of WWE, I just rewatched Iron Claw.
Okay.
Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah. That's with Efron, right?
Yeah, with Efron, Jeremy Allen White, the one about the,
Yeah.
the Von
That's,
Elric.
that's
the
another
Von
very
Elric.
Based on
sad
that true
story. Another very sad story. Tragic.
Dude, I was like crying last
Yeah.
night. I was like, fuck. I was like, this is so sad.
I know
was
that
like,
it's super sad, and I've only seen like little bits, and I've just heard people talk about how sad it is.
It's like-
so I
it's
haven't.
it's on Netflix now.
I think that they go
I haven't
ahead and
watched it
they
because I heard it's
talked
so
about
sad.
like a family curse and stuff, right? Yeah, I mean it's really sad. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, definitely go ahead and watch it. If you have,
If you want to feel, hey, it's one of the, we talked about this the other week. If you want to cry, get a good cry in, watch that
Yeah,
movie.
that's true. Get a good cry.
Because that movie tugs at heartstrings.
yeah.
And
Zoe
Zac
also
Efron
says,
actually took steroids for it.
did he?
Genuinely,
He actually took steroids for it.
I wonder if he had taken any in the past, and he's just like, I know what I'm doing. I got
Yeah,
my
I know,
supply
right?
from
I
last
wouldn't-
week.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah.
this was the first role where he was like, he did it for the role.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, Tish is
purely
asking
affordable.
if Zac Efron ever won any awards for this movie, and I can't
I
recall
don't
that he
think
did.
I don't think so.
No.
Actually,
I think it was a very slept on movie.
they were
in terms of-
competing with. Who were they competing with at the time?
That's a good question. For that specific year,
Let me see
man,
what
I don't
year it
know.
came out.
I know what's coming up for Grammys this year. I mean, not Grammys, Oscars. What was Oscars last?
I was gonna say Grammys. They must have had a killer soundtrack, huh?
Yeah. Iron Claw. Yeah, they had a crazy soundtrack.
2023.
Okay,
2023. Wow.
2023 Oscars was.
That's a good question. I can't really go ahead and think about specifics.
Wasn't Everywhere, Everything All at Once.
I don't know.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I know that it was competing against some
It
pretty
was
heavy
everything
hitters.
everywhere all at once.
Okay.
2023.
Yeah.
That's what I
Wow.
thought. Yeah, I know that it was competing against some pretty heavy hitter movies, so it didn't get. It kind of got snuffed.
Yeah.
And then Brendan Fraser won Best Actor for The Whale.
The Whale.
The Whale was
Yeah.
gnarly.
I haven't seen that one. I heard it's on. Is
I
it?
haven't
It's sad.
either. I also heard it's
really
Oh
sad.
yeah, that's another. So
I need to like mentally prepare
so
myself.
For Best Picture, it was Everything Everywhere All at Once, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Banshees of Inisherin, The Fablemans, and Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
okay.
Top
Did,
Gun.
did the Iron Claw get any recognition? Any nominations?
Nope.
Okay.
Not even
Yeah.
nominations. Dang.
Wow.
It was a good year for movies that year. It was like the first year kind of
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Tish says the ending of The Whale makes me laugh. Why he go up like that? I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
it sounds kind of interesting. Zoe also says, I'm going to answer Fungus's question. Isn't dinosaurs already titans? I don't know if dinosaurs are titans. But I think Fungus's question was asking if there ever was a dinosaur like beast titan because of that specific intro that everybody has just so many questions about.
I know.
Like,
I'm
why is Zeke
there
literally
a
running
T-Rex
alongside of all these different...
and like a flying whale?
Yeah. Yeah. Fungus says Air Force recruiting during any Top Gun goes crazy. Yeah. Right. Taking advantage of the opportunity right there.
Tish claims that it did win 4 small awards.
Oh, okay.
So it was probably
What
the
do they
ones
call
that
those,
they don't present.
the Razzies?
Like the
Razzies.
or it could be the ones that they don't present. You know, like they have like best producer, best screenplay writer.
Yeah.
Best, you know, they have like the little things like that.
You know what's
aren't
funny?
Really shown on TV.
You know what's funny about the movie is that, like, actually, if you look at the real life people that's inspired by it, right? Like the actual, like the family
Von
and the wrestlers. One, Zac Efron is way too jacked to be his specific wrestler, but then you also have like Jeremy Allen White. Like he's not jacked enough to be, his, specific
One of
person
them was
and stuff.
supposed to take testosterone, or not testosterone,
Trend.
steroids. Yeah,
Yeah.
trend.
Testosterone also counts.
Yeah, I guess testosterone also counts. And
Yeah.
they just they mixed it up, man.
Yeah.
They mixed it
Doesn't
up.
even look like Zac Efron in that movie. He looks kind of like Handsome Shrek.
I like Fungus's
Yeah.
question
But
because so Fungus, we actually had like a live like watch-a-thon that we did where every week we watched one of those OADs, and we talked about it, I think recently too. It got brought up, but yeah, the OADs essentially. So certain ones that you watch, it's up to your own interpretation where you want to believe that it's part of like it's canon or not. Then you'll know which ones aren't.
Yeah, obviously you'll know which ones are just there for.
If you haven't seen them, this, again, from us, the three of us didn't go ahead and watch the OADs, and we're like, all right, we finished. I think we finished. What did we finish? Season 2, or is it season 3? It's season 3.
Season
Three going into
Yeah.
4.
So we finished season 3, and we're like, all right, well, maybe before we left it to a vote for our friends, should we go ahead and jump into season 4? Or should we go ahead and watch the OADs? And so we ended up watching the OADs, and yeah, they were fun. And there were some
of them, I'm like, I want this to be canon.
Yeah, there were some really crazy moments. There were some jaw-dropping moments, but if you haven't checked them
Classic
out, then
Attack on
and
Titan.
if you need to get that Attack on Titan fix, because I believe you actually finished watching the series, then definitely check out the OADs. It'll be nice to go ahead and kind of see some familiar faces, and also kind of go back to some familiar times in the
Going back
timeline.
to simpler times. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Before people were fighting people all the
Yeah.
time.
Before
Yeah,
it was a whole narrative on the morality of humanity.
Before the Avatar disappeared.
And then the couple of movies that you're referring to, I think they're just like pretty much a certain, like, I think it's the series altogether in a movie. I want to say that I could be wrong, but I think I was also intrigued about what this movie was, and I think it was just covering like the female Titan arc in its entirety or something. I think like I'm pretty sure they're just like a the series and movie
of
in
the
movie
seasons,
form.
yeah.
And
the Levi ones, Jacob. Those are the ones where I'm like, I kind of.
I remember Jacob was waiting for us to watch that one.
Yeah.
And then I remember whenever we'd watch
excited.
one, Jacob would be like, "Do you guys watch another one?" And we're like, "No, just one a week."
He's like, "Oh, but
one a week."
It's so good. Just you wait." And I see why now, Jacob.
Yeah, and then again,
We get
that
it.
was so again, Fungus. There is gonna be an OAD. It's gonna be particularly focused on Levi, and
This is your disclaimer.
it
the
is-
same one that Aaron gave to young Aaron. This is what AJ's doing to you.
So jaw dropping. Okay, literally, like you are gonna go out there and it's gonna be like, holy shit. And I'm telling you, if you want that moment,
And it's so worth it.
watch it. But hey,
There's also going to be one about cooking.
yeah, there's gonna be one
That
about
one's
cooking as well.
non-essential,
I didn't
but
watch that
really
one.
funny.
That's
So
the one
I'm
that
kinda
like
glad I wasn't there that day.
So it's cool. They focus over on certain characters. Like I remember there was even one that was focusing on Annie and stuff because hey, it's like Annie was a character we didn't really see much of.
I would have liked that one to be
know,
canon. That one
and
makes sense
so-
to be canon.
Yeah. So there's certain
Yeah.
ones that you go ahead
From my
and you watch.
understanding, it's really up to the viewer on whether you want those to be canon or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all up to
And
interpretation.
it makes sense if you do want them to be canon. It's
Yeah.
not anything outrageous where you're like, wait a minute, I want this to be canon.
Yeah,
but then
it still aligns with the story
Yeah.
pretty well. There's not really any plot holes. With
it's
it,
more
with
of
those
like a
being canon.
time frame where it's like whatever the focus is on in that specific time in the season, it's like that OAD could be happening in the same timeline over elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which is cool. And I like that.
World building.
It'd
Even
be cool
if it
we got-
doesn't
hey,
fit, you can say it's canon with one of Aaron's many universes that he's
Yeah.
made. One of his
Yeah.
realities.
Yeah.
Anything
cool.
could be canon with multiple realities.
I mean, it'd be cool if we got some more OEDs. That would be
Yeah.
freaking cool.
Yeah,
Right?
I would
be nice.
so love that.
I'd love to see.
I
I'd
know,
love to
right?
see like different perspectives of people during the rumbling.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
Yeah.
maybe you have something
People
like
around
this
the world.
total spin off like another country or something like that.
Yeah.
And their reaction
Their
to
experience with this. Is it here?
it. The Bach Hotel.
You got space?
So how was your week, dude?
It was solid. I feel kind of bad, but also not. So at work yesterday, I was definitely like laying down the hammer more than I usually do. I'm usually like the good cop, and kids will ask me things because they know that I will say yes, or they'll know that I'll like find a compromise. I'm never gonna be straight up like, no, go sit down. Like I'm never gonna straight up
Yeah.
do that unless it's warranted. And
You have good judgment.
Yeah.
You can discern when you have to do it.
Yeah. I can totally decide when a kid deserves it or not. So, I got you. So
When are we getting that Taco Bell sponsor?
I
You
know.
should deserve one, bro.
I know. At this, they're like, we don't need to, dude. We know you're still gonna go. We know you're still gonna eat it on
You
stream.
don't need to pay to eat our food. You're
Yeah.
gonna free
We know you're
advertise
gonna
it
do it.
anyways.
But my second to last class of the day was the rowdiest I had ever been. Like,
Oh, wow.
consistently
What your
talking.
week was like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistently talking while the teacher is talking. Like, we
God
had a
bless you, like I
substitute
said.
too. And I'm consistently being like, guys, like, be quiet, pay attention.
Oh, I'll
Like,
get myself out and get the back.
yeah, I'm consistently being like, guys, like, stop. Like, only 50% of the kids are actually listening to the instructions. The
Yeah.
other 50% are talking among themselves. Some of them are making like armpit fart sounds. Some of them are just like,
Classic.
Some of them are-
That was me in classes one time. I went ahead, I was doing the armpit farts.
Yeah.
And I made another kid laugh
Yeah.
so loud that he got kicked out of class.
you know what? Sometimes those things happen, man. Sometimes I've seen that happen to a couple of kids too. Like I've seen like, my PE teacher do that with kids and I'm like, he probably shouldn't have been the one to go run the lap, but it's fine. It's fine.
Sometimes it
if
makes
anything-
the farter feel guilty.
Yeah, if anything, it's just an example. Like sometimes you have to, unfortunately, you got to make an example out of a kid. A kid shows up late, you got to be like, go run. And all the other kids are like, oh my God, we're going to run if we show up late. Like sometimes you just need to make an example out of a kid. And I'm sorry.
You grab your stuff out.
Lexi, have you attempted to make us a length haircut? Oh yeah, totally. I donated my hair a couple years ago when I grew it out. So yeah, I've had like shoulder length hair. Anyways,
Go.
If Fungus goes down the different thumbnails over on the YouTube channel,
Yeah.
probably is going to be one of.
yeah, scroll
You'll
from
see
like a
me with
couple years
short hair
ago.
At one point.
Well, we
Yeah.
all have different looks.
Yeah, we have all evolved. But
I'll
those
give you
kids
the
were
20
being
something.
consistently rowdy, consistently disrespectful, like, and I had just
Is there a
started.
reason why? Or is it like vacation coming up or something?
I don't know why they were so rowdy today. We also had a substitute, but it's a sub that had been subbing for them for the past 4 days. So I don't know.
Sorry, Fungus.
But
Go, bro. There's the.
so not only had I like recently started my period, so I was already cramping throughout that class and like trying to play it cool. I also had literally like, I swear it would be no less than 5 kids at a time being like, Miss Lexy, Miss Lexy, Miss Lexy. I'm already talking to a kid that already came up and is talking to me. And I will have a kid that's literally like, maybe to where the end of the wall is being like, Miss Lexy!
Just yelling
Miss
at
Lexy!
you.
Miss Lexy! And I literally will turn, I did snap a little. I turned and I was like, why are you yelling at me? You clearly see I'm talking to another student.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was so quiet. I felt a little bad, but I was like, you are overwhelming me. I could,
for like the Stewie lowest moment where
Mom,
Yeah.
mom, mommy, mommy. Hi.
and
Oh, kid.
oh, Aaron Yeager has joined. Hello, Aaron Yeager.
Yo, what's up, Aaron?
What up, Aaron?
Fungus is asking the real questions. Why did you start the rumbling?
There you go.
Immediately.
No, actually, Tish, I was so overstimulated. And I was like, this isn't even the last class of the day. So I was already like being so snappy with them. Most of them are complaining about their teams that we split them up in. And like, these boys are being so mean to this one girl because they're like, we don't want her on our team. She sucks. I'm like, you guys are so rude. Like, I have to tell, like, I literally like was like, guys, you cannot say that. Like, guys, do not say that. That is so rude. That is so not fair. You really think that that's an appropriate thing to say? Yeah. That I feel so bad. By the end of class, she was crying.
Oh.
I feel so bad.
You know what you gotta tell kids like that? You gotta go, that's why I put her with you, because I know you guys can handle it. I know you guys can help her out.
Yeah, you guys can help her.
You don't need her help. You guys can do it anyway.
Because even she was like, they would like scoot away from her and be like, oh, we don't want her on our team. We're like, what is wrong with you guys where you think that that is okay to do? So
Kids are so mean.
I know, yeah,
crazy.
there's been some pretty mean kids where I'm like, why would you think that that's okay to do? Like, in what world is that okay to do? So,
Once there's someone refer to children
Anyways,
at the age of 10 as tiny Hitler.
after dealing with all of that, I also did something really embarrassing that kept me up at night.
Oh, you did?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I did something really,
In front of the kids?
I just feel so bad about it.
Oh.
So
kept you up at night.
it did.
Oh.
So there's kids doing, they're being volunteers and they're showing an example of how to play the game. We're showing them a new game where it's called Yoshi. If the teacher blows the whistle and yells Yoshi, tagging rules no longer apply. You just run to the other side and get to your box, whatever. So they're demonstrating that. He blew the whistle, yelled Yoshi, and there's this one kid who does consistently yell out in the middle of warm-ups. Like he's just not quiet when I'm explaining instructions, like ever. So I already have a little bit of a grudge.
Hey, baby. We got Zebra Cakes in chat.
I already have a little bit of, this kid is already on thin ice, all right? And during the instruction, you know, he yells Yoshi, whatever, they go do their things, and he's like, has no clue where to go, da-da-da, and I'm like, what are our kids watching supposed to think? Like if the examples aren't even paying attention. So then I was like, I was standing in front of like all the kids that were all lined up in their lines, and I'm like, hey, like, why didn't you run? And he's like, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, you didn't listen to the instructions? And he goes, I didn't hear. And normally when kids say that, it means they were talking and they obviously weren't listening to instructions. And that's when I'm like, oh, why didn't you hear? Because you're talking.
Just goes, hey, ADHD.
So I'm like literally like yelling at him from across the field. All the kids can hear me. And I'm like, why didn't you hear? And I like say it like that. And I hear the kids behind me. They go, Miss Lexy, he wears a hearing aid. I'm ableist!
Oh, no!
I tell you, when I was silent the rest of the class, I felt so bad. And the thing is I knew this kid wore a hearing aid. I had him last year. The thing is he's never had a problem with hearing.
Your patients were literally like non-existent.
Yeah, he literally like that was not in my mind.
Let him get away with it now.
That was not in my mind at all. Like in my head, like I knew.
This would haunt me till I die.
No, girl, I couldn't sleep last night.
Oh no.
Because I was thinking about it. I felt so bad. And good thing is,
wow, Lex, you're such a mean woman.
I know, guys. I feel so bad.
What a bully.
The kids were like, Miss Lexy, where's a hearing aid? And I was like,
wow.
I literally, like, my face went red. I felt so ashamed. And
what'd you say? Did you have anything?
I didn't say anything. I was actually gagged. I was like, wow. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Thankfully, our substitute, he was like, oh, it's all right, Miss Lexy. Like, oh, I think he wears a hearing aid. I'll go explain the instructions to him, like, one-on-one. I was like, okay, thank you. And I turned around and I started talking about something else. I was like, anyway, guys, sit in your straight lines. And I was like, let's move on.
That's the best thing you can do.
Let's move on.
Move on to the next stop.
Yeah, I just got to redirect them. Otherwise, they won't let me live that down.
That kid's sitting there like, damn right, you leave me alone. You let me talk during instruction time. Thank you.
Yeah. The way that he was like, I didn't hear. And I was like, why didn't you hear? And then I felt so bad. I felt so bad.
Now you know from now on you go,
that's crazy.
Was it because you were talking or because of your hearing aid?
Yeah. Like,
was
were you not paying attention, or is it your hearing aid?
Or did you genuinely not hear?
So I know, Fungus. I know. I can't believe myself either. I was accidentally ableist at work yesterday. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Good thing is I redirected the kids like really quickly, so they don't even remember that happening.
They all have the attention spans of squirrels.
Yeah, they don't remember like anything ever, but oh my God, that kept me up at night.
Wow.
Here, be a bit more cringe and next time and yell at the kid and be like, oi, 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 baka.
AJ.
No.
Basket me.
Yeah. Zebra Cake says, fired.
Fired.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Nice.
I felt so bad, guys.
Hi, Zebra Cakes.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way, guys. I shared that demeaning moment with you on screen.
Clip it! No.
Oh, I made a mistake.
We've all done that. I mean, I dropped a child one time at the park.
That wasn't obviously your child.
I don't have a kid. He threw a pine cone at me. So I picked him up, and then he kicked, and he slipped, and fell on his face. I laughed at him. I couldn't help it.
And you're like, oh, well.
He didn't even cry. I was like, are you okay? He's like, I can't believe you just dropped me on my face. And I was like, can't believe you threw a pine cone at my head. He goes, you know what? I'm 8.
Yeah.
I should be throwing pine cones. I was like,
wait, a kid told you that?
yeah.
Oh my! I should be.
Yeah. What?
It's his right as a 8-year-old to go and throw.
Who told you that?
So then, guess what I did?
Who told you that's what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, well, guess what?
I picked him up again. Yeah. Picked him up by his ankles, like shook him around. I was like, give me your milk money. He goes,
well, I'll show you what I'm supposed to do.
I was like, what do you mean, what's milk? So I shook him harder.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny. That's Aiden 2. We have 2 Aidens. That's Aiden 2.
Wow.
Ugh.
into is a knucklehead.
But other than that happening yesterday, it was just a recipe for disaster because I was already so overstimulated and I already was like the meanest I'd ever been to the kids yesterday, which again was really not that mean at all. But I do.
I'm sure
feel
they've had
so
worse.
bad.
They're just not.
And-
that's the thing about what is it? Who? Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly, carry a big stick.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm super nice, but when I mean, they listen.
Yeah, when I mean, the kids are like, oh, like I literally will be like in the middle of warm-ups, I'll be like, oh, well, this isn't working for me. You need to come sit in the front. And the kids will be like, oh, Miss Lexi's mad.
How'd you piss off Miss Lexy?
Oh my gosh, she's never mad. And I'm not actually mad. I'm just like, hey, I got to make an example out of a kid every once in a while so that they can listen to me.
Ronnie says maybe he was talking though. More of a reason for him to be quiet. Like you'd be having a hearing aid.
Yeah, no, actually.
That's what I'm saying. That's
this
how they-
kid consistently speaks out loud while I'm giving instructions during warm-ups.
Oh,
Like
great,
he
Lex.
consistently speaks out about.
You started the rumbling.
I'm about to start the
Thank you.
rumbling.
Thank you for
Wow.
that.
I'm
Aaron has
sorry.
heard enough of your story. He
I'm
decided to
sorry.
go ahead and
I'm
start
sorry.
the rumbling.
Next time
For
that
freedom.
kid's talking in class, you should be like, hey, is your hearing aid on?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Cool. Then you should listen to me when I'm talking.
Yeah, you should probably be listening.
That's actually more.
some of-
I feel like that's actually more ableist.
Yeah, that's definitely more ableist. If I point him out in the middle of the 60 kids I'm
Hey,
talking
can
to.
you hear me?
I know. Hey, that would be horrible. But I actually.
Oh, man.
So we tell. You know,
Yeah, I
if
shouldn't
they,
be a teacher.
if they had a good PE day or a bad PE day, you know, we tell the teachers because the teacher just sends them out to us and then they hope that they behave, you know? So
Yeah.
I went up to their teacher and their teacher is so nice. She is such a nice woman. I went up to her and I was like, hey, today was a really rough one. Today was a rough day. They were consistently not listening and talking when the teacher was talking. They were being rude to each other. They were not showing good sportsmanship. And I was kind of disappointed in their performance today. And she was like, okay, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no worries. And she was like, thank you for telling me. And then right when I walked away, she's like, get in line. Why aren't you in line? Get in line. And she's like, come on, guys, we're going to go talk in the hallway. And she's like tearing them a new one in the hallway. They're all lined up in the hallway. And she's like, do you know how embarrassing that is for me to send you guys out there and you guys be disrespectful? You guys need to show respect to those teachers, you know?
Yeah.
And what's funny is that my last class I have, they're walking out. They're listening to this teacher.
Damn,
So that
making
next
an
class-
example of them so
Yeah.
they know.
So that
hey,
next class
I don't know what
had-
that class did, but
I don't want to
you
end
know
up like
what?
that.
we're not gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, so that next class I had, best behavior they've ever been on. I swear they've never been sweeter. They were on their best behavior because they walked out. And what's funny is there's a brother in that class that was getting scolded and then a sister coming out in the next class. And the sister comes up to me and she was like, you know what I just saw in the hallway? I just saw my brother getting yelled at. And she was like, I don't know what they did. And I was like, yeah, they had a really rough PE day today. They weren't being respectful.
Look
They
at-
didn't
look
they
at
weren't showing
Tish's
good
chat.
sportsmanship.
Tisha said with the Tyra voice.
Never in my life have I yelled at a girl like this. No, that's literally. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. That is so funny. That's a good reference.
Fungus Uncle trying to kick Aaron out of chat.
I know.
Yeah.
I like hold on. I got to correct Fungus here. He referred to us as Marlian here. Marlian chat. I don't know if we're quite necessarily the Marlian chat.
I'm not a Marlian, all right?
I think there's only one
I may look Marlian.
I was gonna say, you have a confession to make.
I know. Maybe he's half and half.
I'm a good kind.
Yeah.
I'm the
We are,
non-racist kind.
He's transitioned
Yeah,
to Eldian.
we welcome all.
Dude, you know what?
You don't see any- you don't see any armbands?
because you know who I am. We all know who I am. My boy
yeah.
Nicolo.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
am transitioned.
He's an honorary Eldian.
Thank you.
What the? Why are you targeting Zach? Jeez, Aaron said, Zach, I'm gonna start the rumbling to your house.
Aaron,
My
what
God.
happened?
Is that because you just said you're Marlian?
Yeah, he's like, well, that's it.
There
I
you go.
said I'm transitioned. Okay.
Yeah.
I may look Marlian, but
He's-
in my heart,
Yeah.
like I may look white,
He writes
but in
for the
my heart,
Eldians.
I'm Latino, bro.
Yeah.
He
There
writes
you
for
go,
the
man.
Eldians. He writes for
There you
those
go.
Eldians, all right?
I do ride or die
Fungus
for
goes,
Sasha.
all right, seems like I've been spotted. So there we go. We got a little self-proclaimed Marlian here. You know,
Hey,
you're-
Jacob!
You're not the only one, okay? We
Jacob,
have
you
another
got a buddy.
Marlian. No, Jacob says screw Marlians. What the? What is going on here?
You are not a good Jaegerist, bro.
I guess technically he's a Jaegerist because he trying to.
He just wants to be the
He
only.
wants everything
Aaron, not gender,
outside
race.
of the island away. You know what? Hey, we're
Trans race.
everyone's allowed here, right?
Yeah.
All All right. So I have a
Even
question.
if I am accidentally ableist, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome here.
She says when my mom yells like this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting
for you. When my mother yells like at me like this, it's because she loves me. That clip is iconic, guys. If you've never seen that clip of
Just
Tyra
goes, why
Banks,
didn't you get me?
yeah. If you guys have never seen that clip of Tyra Banks on America's Next Top Model yelling at that model, you need to see it. You have to see that video. It is so good. Zach, be careful. The 6'10" nonchalant Titans might be released.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so nonchalant.
I don't care, bro. I'm nonchalanter. Let them come.
Nonchalantist.
All right, I have a question.
I might have an answer.
We also might have an answer.
So,
No.
what the fuck happened to Jim Carrey?
Oh my God, dude.
I heard he got Botox. I haven't even seen it.
So,
Pray to God that honestly,
they didn't get him?
at this point, I hope that it is a clone because I would hate to think about the fact that a man who is known for his facial expressions looked in the mirror one day and thought he needed Botox.
Okay, you know what I heard? He decided to go and get
I
work
haven't
done.
even seen it.
He decided to go get work done because he has...
He can't move his eyebrows. He doesn't have a facial expression.
He has a younger
anymore.
girlfriend,
Yeah, he does.
you know? So,
Might be the insecurity.
maybe, yeah, just because they got our boy. Yeah, honestly, they did. And you know what? It's
and
crazy.
he has always spoken out about like the
One of those
freaking
clones
theories.
that
Bro,
Death Star.
literally went on the Tonight shows.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah,
yeah, you
I
know what that
know.
is, guys. You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
I love you, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he is.
He really did seem like a person where he
Let my
was
boy
very
go.
secure in himself and he was aging gracefully.
Bro,
you know?
totally
the
was.
Truman Show.
He totally was. Yeah, the Truman
Because
Show.
even
Show.
a couple, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 months ago, didn't he go ahead and
gotta be a
induct
clone.
Soundgarden into the Rock Hall of Fame? And like, he looked,
Yeah, sorry, Fungus. We're not
Like-
influential enough to be cloned.
I don't know, like
They'll just kill us.
we should be careful. Like, he's like one of those clones. Yeah.
They cloned Kanye.
Yeah.
His tattoos disappeared. Then they released my boy.
You know what? Honestly, isn't it scary to say that like I would not be surprised
Bro, they cloned a sheep how many years
if
ago?
they're
Yes,
fucking
they're cloning
like,
people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but
There's
Jim
also a
Carrey, I think
theory
he just
about,
got work done.
There's a theory about like skin suits being over those AI robots, those robots that walk around like people.
Yeah.
And then
Fucking
I also
clankers.
heard a thing saying that it was actually Madame Tussauds. There was an actor with like they posted a photo of Jim Carrey from that viral clip, and then they posted the special effects makeup they did to look like Jim Carrey. I don't know if that's confirmed, but
No, it's not.
Madame Tussauds came out and was like, actually, we did a fake Jim Carrey.
No, it's happened before.
It's because we're all calling you out that that's not him.
And the thing is, Jim Carrey would be known to go ahead and have somebody go out and impersonate him.
Yeah.
Because he's mentioned before is like, oh, it's so like I can't remember the exact interview, but I want to say it's one of those late night shows. But he's mentioned before about having like somebody dress up as him so that he can go ahead and do something else that he would rather go ahead and do and live his life and stuff, you know, and all that, right?
Have a body double.
For anybody that has watched the making of the Andy.
Dang, is it Jacob? I got.
Andy Kaufman, that documentary. Anyways, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a movie that he did where he's playing Andy Kaufman, and they had a documentary of it where it's on Netflix.
Give the BK.
He dressed up. He dressed up over as a character, and it just consumed him and stuff, you know. And so it's like he's been known to go ahead and go like crazy method and stuff, you know. And like I don't know.
Being an actor could be a slippery slope.
There
when
was
you're
a moment
not
in that documentary
most emotional regulated.
where he was supposed to be this character, right? Where you couldn't tell Jim Carrey, you couldn't tell it's Andy Kaufman, right? And then there was also like Andy Kaufman there, so he did that. He went ahead and he had Jim Carrey there with this other actor who was playing like the Jim Carrey version. So it's kind of like one of those weird things where it was like this crazy prosthetics type character.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, that's Jim. Next thing you know, Jim Carrey shows up and they're like, what the fuck? They're
Yeah,
like,
that's
what is going on here?
Spider-Man.
You know, yeah.
Which one of you is the real Dr. Robotnik?
yeah, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, but it caught me off guard, and people were saying it also doesn't even really like sound completely like him. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
This is
It
why
is
I'm
weird.
so happy I don't have social media anymore.
Yeah.
It's another distraction, guys. Don't lose focus.
Yeah. I thought it was someone who does face makeup. Oh,
Supposedly that's AI.
I think that's what Tish says is that was somebody who tried to take advantage of the opportunity to, I think, to plug their own shit.
Okay, yeah. Because it's like everyone's
they
talking about
they do
it.
cosplay. They go ahead and they do like they dress up as all these different actors and stuff, you know. But you can tell, you know,
Yeah,
like
you can
it
tell.
still looks pretty damn close, but you can tell.
Yeah.
You know, this one, I mean, it just looked like it was just Jim Carrey
There's no
who just got work
seams.
done.
Yeah, it looks like a Jim
You know?
Carrey with Botox.
Yeah.
Which we are not used to because we're used to. I think it's just uncanny to us because
the
we're
fuck,
used
baby?
to. I think it's and also a big topic. If it is someone that just got Botox, it's also more uncanny to us because it is a actor who is known for his crazy facial expression.
Yeah.
And seeing him interview
Yeah.
and talk without being able to do that is like.
You know what's
And he's also
Disgusting.
talking in like a totally different demeanor.
But you know
than
what's
what we're
crazy
used to.
too is the moment he
not
goes,
him.
I'm dead. You know, he like literally says it. He like
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm
yeah,
dead.
you know, he goes, I'm out here. You know, I tried just to rehearse the speech due in French, and I just knew that as they were talking so fast, and I knew I'm dead. And it's just like,
Yeah.
whoa,
What?
what the fuck? He like really emphasized that I'm dead.
Hey,
like-
man. They cloned him. That's all I gotta say.
It's crazy.
Fungus on this one. Mossad got him. They cloned him.
So
My boy.
Zebra Gaze goes, I hope someone clones me, but with a fat ass, and then we Freaky Friday.
Okay.
He goes, I'll literally do anything but hit the gym. Oh my gosh. Fungus goes, summation. Netanyahu got jealous of Jimmy and he got cloned. Oh my gosh, yeah. And Netanyahu equals Jameer. Jim V2 equals Reconstruction. Honestly, if they're cloning people, shit, that's fucking great.
I'm telling you. How long ago did they clone that fucking sheep?
They're totally cloning people already.
What was it,
guys.
Dolly?
Well, I mean, you hear that there's always a story about somebody getting cloned. I remember it was like, what was it, like Avril Lavigne shit? Like, there's other people and stuff, you know, and like, I don't know, but if they got Jim, man, that sucks.
They cloned a sheep 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Tell me they can't
you know
clone
what?
people yet. That's what I'm
Tom
telling
Brady.
you. We learned about
Tom
that.
Brady got his dog cloned.
What the hell?
Yeah, they can totally clone animals.
Yeah.
Like people are doing that.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
can clone people then. Like, I don't see why. You can't fool me.
Fungus a zebra going
Okay,
to the
so
gym.
when I move out, then I'm gonna clone Blue so I can have a Blue as well.
Where you get that money from, huh?
That's what I'm doing. We're gonna win the lottery.
There you go.
We're gonna win the lottery. We've decided.
Very cool.
We're speaking it into existence.
So speaking into existence, it's a perfect segue. There is something I want to go ahead and mention. Something that's kind of exciting. So to all our friends, I hope I can get your attention right here because this is something that I'm excited
Yeah,
for.
attention.
Everyone look in
y'all.
the top left corner.
And,
Everyone look there.
Yeah.
Look there.
There is a possibility, there's a chance, it depends on the schedule, that I, yes, me, crazy enough, could get the opportunity to go ahead and interview Iñaki Godoy. And so, for those of you who don't know who Iñaki is, first, shame on you. And
You probably know who he is. You just didn't know his name because I didn't know his name either.
but no, so
He said shame.
but so Iñaki is the actor that plays Luffy in the live action One Piece, and
Yeah.
so that's kind of
Live
crazy,
action
right? That
Luffy actor.
so shout out to Land Babbler. Land Babbler is a friend of the show, and it's something that he has been able to go ahead and interview people before in the past. You know, he's done comedians, he's done actors, he's done like social like influencers and stuff, and but yeah, so that's something that could happen. Pretty much is left at publishers. So Babbler reached out, publishers got back. It's going to management, and then we find out if it's happening. But something that I haven't told you, Zach, or maybe I did, but I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But I could also be interviewing Usopp as well.
Oh, I think you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did
So
mention.
they're-
Oh, man.
Oh.
So Jacob Romero, Jacob Romero is the actor that plays Usopp,
dope.
and so I don't know if I'm gonna get potentially both. If it happens, awesome. I'm excited and nervous and all these cool emotions and stuff. But I want to give a shout out again to Babbler because Babbler was thinking about me because he knew that like we have this podcast that is specifically focused over on a specific anime, and he felt like, hey, you know, my people wouldn't go ahead and do a potential interview or just a media junket with Iñaki. They wouldn't do it to
Justice.
justice and
They're just not in the anime, no, you know?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you gotta be in that anime world.
It's crazy, but yeah, that's something that could happen. Again, yeah, just send the vibes and stuff. Hopefully everything works out. I know that they do have a busy schedule. These next 2 weeks are going to be crazy for them, for the actors, because they're doing all these different media, responsibilities leading to the premiere. March 10th is going to be when season 2 of the live action One Piece premieres. And Jacob goes, Taz, Emily, Robin, Chopper too. No, so it would just be Iñaki and Jacob. One or the other,
Let's
or
not
maybe
get greedy
even both.
now, Jacob. Come on.
I know,
now.
Jacob's the whole cast.
I know.
I would actually like vomit if you told me that you were going to interview Taz. Now that he's all over my friggin' YouTube.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
No.
So again, depending on where this goes and how it plays out, and if it happens, I'm gonna get more details and just kind of go from there. And I would
let
like
him
for
come, Fungus. Let him come.
I'd like for you guys to go ahead and be there.
Put in
Kind of
good
behind the
vibes.
scenes if that's possible. If you guys would be interested in that. So pretty much the crazy thing that could happen would be having Iñaki, Jacob, or both actually in studio, over in Babbler's studio, and being able to go ahead and do a sit down like conversation with them. That would be crazy. That would be like a 30-minute plus type stuff, right?
That'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
The other one would be like Zoom, like 10-minute, just me and the actor, or me and both, right? But most likely that what would happen would be I would just be part of like a media junket. I would be in a waiting room, right? And I'd be able to go and ask one, maybe two questions. But either way, like that would be incredible, like just experience. And that would be like my first, interview. And I would love to go ahead and express to them if I get the chance to be like, wow, like, believe it or not, like you guys are my first interview.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have asked for a better group. And,
Yeah.
so
Be hard to top.
something was cool. And now at this time, depending on how many questions I'm able to ask, if you want to go ahead and post over on our Instagram a Q&A, and I would love to hear from you guys too. Like, help me get some inspiration. Like,
What question would you ask in Yaki?
yeah, what question would you ask Iñaki or Jacob? What question would you ask Luffy or Usopp?
Yeah, from the live action.
Hold up. Why are we saying that I'm 5'2"?
Yeah, I saw that too. The chat is,
Yeah.
since you looked away from chat, they've been.
I know, Chat was
right?
doing its own thing.
Chat's been misbehaving, guys.
I'm
Yeah.
5'2". Tish is 4'4". Fungus, you're now 2 feet tall. Have fun with that, bro.
Yeah.
And I guess AJ and Lex can also be 5'2" with me.
Yeah, we'll all be 5'2".
Yeah.
Actually, I got measured recently and I found out that I'm not 5'9".
Where are you?
You're 5'10"?
I'm 5'8" and 3/4.
Oh, well, you can round up.
Yeah.
Just round up.
5'9" with shoes on, guys.
Get used to rounding up,
All right?
okay?
Yeah.
I used to
Get
get so
used
much
rounding
slack.
up.
I used to get. You're not actually 6'3" and a half. You're like 6'3" and a quarter. I'm wearing shoes. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but shoes on, it adds like an extra half inch,
Yeah.
Well,
Hi, Josh.
Damn
we
right
are
we are,
live.
Josh. Welcome
not
back, my
calm
friend.
hi, Josh.
So yeah, so Lexy, if you can go ahead and
Yeah.
post the Q&A right now over on Instagram at Attack the Talk Podcast.
Fine, Fungus. You can be 4 feet.
We'd love to go ahead and get help as far as inspiration. Like, what questions would you guys like to go ahead and ask?
Do a Q&A live in chat, huh? We have to make them leave chat.
Yeah, I think
Not taller than me.
I could do a Q&A.
Because then we could save those. Because if we have to make them leave,
Actually, I could do Q&A.
yeah, do it in here. That'd be fun for y'all, right? You guys would be into that? And I'll also post one on the Instagram as well.
For
Yeah.
those who can't join us live.
Yeah.
So how should I phrase this?
Yeah, the colossals are like, no, that's like 60 meters.
What question would you ask?
If you could ask Luffy
Live
one
action.
question, what would it be?
Luffy or...
Luffy / Iñaki.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Live action actors of Luffy and... What's the other one?
Usopp.
Usopp?
Mm-hmm.
What would you ask?
For
Did you get all that?
for Usopp's, I'd be like, so can you sing the Soga? Who's Soga King? Who is Soga King? Who's the secret identity? And then he'd be like, I don't know. Well, the world might never know.
Jacob seems like he's such cool vibes because
I
I was
know.
looking at just interviews with Jacob and with Iñaki, and they're both just like
They're Usopp and Luffy.
They just look like they're just so happy, and they just have this like cool energy about them and stuff, you know.
I definitely see them on
silence
set
is so loud.
being
Yes,
the two,
I know. We're thinking here.
I can see the two of them on set goofing
Well,
off,
Luffy,
and
yeah.
then what's the name of the guy who plays Zoro? I keep forgetting.
McKenyu.
McKenyu?
Yeah.
I can see him looking at Jacob and Yaki and being like, "Boys, we're on set."
I know.
Also, he plays second in a One Piece card tournament.
What?
Did he?
McKenyu, yeah. He plays second in a large-scale One Piece card game tournament.
Oh, there you go. Josh has a question that he wants me to ask Inyaki. He goes, what is Attack on Titan ultimately about? Freedom, cycle of hatred, or inevitability? I'm sorry, Josh, you showed up like literally right as...
You got to do something.
Right?
A
He showed
little
up
more
post-explanation.
Yeah.
It's the One Piece
Cliff
actors,
notes,
bro.
Cliff notes, I might get to interview Luffy and Usopp. There you go.
From the live action, yeah.
So that'd be a cool experience if it happens.
I think I already told you mine over the phone.
Yeah, it was about just the impact that
Yeah, because
Zebra's deal, hold the above. Yeah, there you
I'll
go.
say it out loud for the
That's your answer right there, Josh.
Because I told AJ, like, one question that I would want to ask is, say, because One Piece is now like the largest anime globally, maybe second to only Dragon Ball. And we've seen revolutions of people overthrowing their country's government with the Straw Hat Jolly Roger as the symbol. How does that make how would that make Inyaki feel, knowing that the character he's playing truly embodies liberation, not only in his fictitious world, but in our own real world as well?
That's also extremely impactful. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's nuts where you can find the devil fruit.
Well, I went ahead and I just
yes, we are doing One Piece talk right now.
I put the Q&A up.
I have also just posted the Q&A.
Beautiful. So the Q&A, you can answer either here in chat, or you can answer it over on Instagram at Attack to Talk Podcast. But the question I presented is just, if you could ask Luffy and Usopp one question, what would you ask them?
I have a funny icebreaker opener question for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Inyaki, will you join my crew? And he'd be like, no, I'm going to be king of the pirates. And then you can ask him a real question.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't answer he's going to be king of the pirates, scrap him. We got to get a new Luffy.
There you go. I'm just kind of curious about how much time I'm going to have.
I hope you get like at least a solid 10 minutes.
That'd be cool. Yeah. There he goes. Wade's got a question. Where can I find the One Piece and the devil fruit? Ooh. Oh. That'd be a good question to go and ask them.
If he doesn't answer the gum fruit, I'd be sad. But if you're like, if you could pick one devil fruit, what would you want in Inyaki? And why is it still the gum fruit?
Yeah.
Exactly, Tish. There was Indonesia. I forget what the other country was. It was Indonesia, another country, and now Mexico.
Yep. Good stuff, guys. Actually, we can go ahead and jump into the episode.
Cool.
Breakdown discussion. If you guys are ready for it.
Yeah, I'm just
Ready whenever,
putting
bro.
it in the Discord that they can answer the Q&A on our story at Attack the Talk Podcast on Instagram.
Very cool.
Okay.
Also, another thing too is that I would love to go ahead and try to promote Attack to Talk as well. I think that would be fun for for that opportunity.
Little shameless plug, never hurt anybody.
Yeah. Just because I wonder if Usopp wants a devil fruit, and what kind would he think would elevate his natural skills? That is actually a really good question. There you go.
I just want Usopp to get a buff, bro. That's all I want. That's all I want.
I think for me, a question that I was initially asking, or want to ask Jacob, Usopp, would be pretty much about his character, how he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea. And I would like to know from him, like, has there been a moment in your life or a moment that you'd like to share where you really had to go ahead and show bravery and try to overcome something, or, show that courage, and just to kind of, like, again, just to hear more about the person and to to talk about their experience and stuff, you know.
Get to know the actor behind.
Yeah, because
character,
I mean, the thing is, like, they get to go ahead and play these incredible characters and stuff, you know, but they're also going through life as well. So it'd be cool to go ahead and kind of figure out, like, or just to learn, like, some, I don't know, adversities or something meaningful or something impactful or, you know, just something, you know, emotional like that. Yeah. Because I would ask Luffy if he prefers to be Big Spoon or Little Spoon, and who on the ship he would kiss. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah, do a quick fuck, marry, kill. Yeah,
oh
give
my
him some
gosh,
characters.
imagine.
Oh, man.
I've been so looking forward to talking to you. Anyways,
That would
here's my
be-
question.
That would be fun to go ahead and do in a way where it's like, you know, crew,
If you guys are like on the red
something kill.
red carpet.
You know, not marry. It would be like, okay, somebody you get to choose to be part of your crew, somebody you get to go ahead and kill, or somebody, and then whatever the third one would be.
Yeah.
Right.
Direct crew, fleet, kill. Because you want him on your side, but you don't want him on your ship.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one though.
I had to.
Yeah.
I lost it.
But yeah, I mean, so anyways, I definitely am up for you know, questions and you know, some
That's so
some inspiration and stuff, you know, to go ahead and because I don't know how that's gonna go, you know, if it does happen and stuff, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and be myself.
Yeah,
But
of course. Yeah. Yeah, congratulations on a possible amazing opportunity. I'm
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
excited for you.
yeah,
so cool.
I'm like,
Fingers
how,
crossed.
how do I ask for a role? And
Fingers crossed. I know. They're like, hey, now I need to give them my resume.
Knowing where they are in the story now, who would you want to be? Let's just say you have to pick.
told you, bro, I'll be Iceberg.
Yeah, I could see you rocking an
I'll
iceberg.
go ahead and I'll be Iceberg. You know.
Can
I've-
does that
so-
mean I could be Frankie.
I mean, if you're casted as Frankie, that'd be freaking amazing. I'm also like, you know what? Hey,
Then we're basically brothers.
you could be Kaku, I could be Lucci. You know, I don't know, but
Give me a big old freaking
no, Usopp doesn't have a big old freaking.
No, but I need my square schnoz,
yeah,
bro.
sure. I don't know how they do that over live action though. But I don't know. I
Give him
mean,
a brick nose.
I'm like, how do I go ahead? So can I send in my
Yeah,
a
you have a
resume? Or?
Yeah, you're like I have a
So
lot
can
of
I
lines.
use you as a reference on my application?
Yeah, yeah. Can I use it now that we're best friends?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. You know, what'd be even crazier? Is having Iñaki here.
Yeah.
Imagine how
Be
crazy
like, would
that
you
would
like
be.
to come over to our
Nuts.
studio?
I'm like, all right, Iñaki, so we'd love to go ahead and have you over on my podcast if we made that possible. And if he was open to it, and next thing you know, we're like, I'm giving him lines. I'm letting him
know.
play a character.
Oh my God, that'd be so
He could be the narrator for all I care. I don't fucking care. You can go ahead and be.
Yeah.
Hey, can you sign this?
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
do me a favor. Pick a book.
Yeah. You would totally need.
No,
need
he's
him to
he's
sign
gonna
it.
be doing an Attack on Titan character.
You would totally need him to sign it.
Yeah.
Where's... We need to get a box set of AOT immediately.
I believe.
There's AOT over there to your right.
Yeah.
A little box set.
Yeah. But
I hate to be a
I'll
gluttonous,
be
but
Orange
I
Junior. Okay, Jacob.
I hate to be a glutton, but I'm gonna go grab another Sprite.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little Sprite.
Yeah, I did some sprint training today, guys. Okay, I earned this.
You know what I did?
I was racing blue today.
I let my dog run around for an hour and I laid on the grass. That was my training.
There you go.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Zebra Cake says that was my other question. It was between Chopper, Sanji, or Zoro. I think was it the fuck, marry, kill?
Obviously kills if it's Luffy answering, it's obviously kill Chopper because he's food.
Yeah. I think he would marry Sanji. Does that mean he's?
You don't think he'd marry Zoro?
I don't know. I feel like he loves food, so I think he's gonna.
Yeah,
Marry
you
the
know
chef.
what? Yeah, that's true. Marry the chef.
Yeah. Tish says she has a question for Zoro. What is your favorite type of sword? Yeah, friends, feel free to answer as well. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I mean,
Like when it gets
again, shout out to Babbler. Yo, what's up, Eddie? How you doing, man? Welcome.
Mr. Instant.
But yeah, anyways, if this happens, it would be an incredible experience, and I'll be absolutely honored.
I like Rock's
And shout out again to Babbler for potentially making it happen.
Yeah.
Zebra Cake says, I would ask him, when will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs? Have you worn
That-
wigs?
Okay, so I
When
only
will
know this
you wear
reference
wigs?
because of Zebra Cakes.
Yeah. When will you wear wigs?
Yeah.
Have you worn wigs?
I'm waiting for the freaking crazy, like, he doesn't do like a crazy, like, belly laugh.
I'm like, no, I have not.
Yeah.
Will
Oh,
you
man.
wear wigs? No, I will not. When will you wear wigs?
Aaron's got something to say again. Go ahead, Aaron. Tell us what's on your mind.
Yeah. What's on your mind, Aaron?
Yeah, but the swords though.
You can put the swords.
You are Lawlette. Very cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Aaron
No,
is
you're
out.
Aaron
Well,
Yeager.
Aaron Yeager. All right, guys. At the time now, we're gonna go ahead and do some recap. Wait, we have a Q&A, don't we?
We do. We have one answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
That's what's up.
Last week, we asked you guys.
It was kind of a talking point, actually, that we didn't necessarily talk about.
about
the story.
at the end of the last episode that we had done.
Yeah.
So then we asked you guys on the Attack the Talk Instagram story. Oh, that's the one I just posted. That's not it. Okay, here it is. When it is all said and done, do you think Sava was proud of Zeke?
Yeah.
And I included the clip of when Zeke gets his glasses and he's seeing through new eyes and he says, Sava's telling him, "I promise I'll watch over you."
Yeah.
And then in a very good juxtaposition of that is Zeke all torn up, about to kill himself, saying,
Yeah.
"Mr. Sava, I hope you're watching."
Yeah.
I loved that scream.
Yeah.
I would like to do that scream one more time.
That was really good. And we have one answer from good friend Jacob. Thank
right
you,
on.
Jacob. Jacob says, maybe. I don't know. That's what he
I
said.
don't know. Maybe. But yeah, it's something I was thinking about, and I forgot to go ahead and mention it as kind of a talking point last week. But we understand the father figure that Sava became for Zeke, and it was a very special relationship that they both had, and they both were kind of filling a void, right?
Son, another one was looking for a dad.
Yeah, and
Made in heaven.
I just wonder too, because Sava went ahead and mentioned that pretty much every step of the way. I'll be there, and I wonder. It's just like when it was all said and done, and knowing Zeke's entirety, not just that moment, how the story played out for him, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that it's very easy to say, like, of course he's gonna be proud no matter what, but like, I just wonder if that's necessarily kind of what Sava envisioned. Was he maybe disappointed in Zeke to go ahead and fall, guilty of just trusting in his brother,
yeah.
and understanding that was maybe his downfall, but also like, were there moments where Sava was just like, Zeke was destined to do more? He was capable of doing more, but he just didn't necessarily commit. He had weaknesses kind of bleed into the plan a little bit, So I just thought it was kind of it was definitely a deeper question, right?
Yeah.
And the responses, it would have been tricky to go ahead and get responses, that had meaning, of course, and I appreciate, Jacob, your response. And it is kind of hard to say, like, who knows, it's like Sava's gone, but Sava still lives through Zeke. And, it was just a question that I kind of had, because we understand what the plan was.
Chat.
Yeah.
Live.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be great.
Tish says,
read 'em?
I think he would be. He was a type of father figure that only cared if he tried.
Okay. Yeah. It's a great point. We saw too that like Sava was the type of person where he was like, well, you have this goal, but hey, I mean, so what? You don't get to go ahead and be a warrior. Like, that's fine. You get to go ahead and survive. You get to live. We understand that wasn't the case here, and it just, unfortunately, all roads really led to death when it came to Zeke, because I don't think Zeke would have been able to go ahead and live a life, prior to everything that happened when Titans weren't a thing anymore, when they were kind of back to just living their lives as humans. I don't know if Zeke was going to go ahead and kind of have that in his cards.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was always destined to go ahead and fall victim to whatever,
Yeah.
kind of similar to Aaron. Like, we would have loved for Aaron to go ahead and live on and live a life, with Mikasa or with his friends or whatever the case was, to have him just live on, right?
Realistic possibility.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just one of those things where it just wasn't in the cards for those Yeager brothers.
Yeah. Unfortunately. We have another answer from Josh, who says, it showed his will and resolve to gamble his life because he knew if he stuck with Levi, he was 100% dead.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that we understand Levi wanted to go ahead and keep Zeke around so that he can feed Zeke to somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty much get rid of the Beast Titan, at least that specific Beast Titan.
Not even get rid of it. It was just more.
I think he wanted to get rid of Zeke.
100%.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
think it's also beyond Levi's definite number one priority being avenge Erwin and get my grudge
Yeah.
handled.
Yeah.
It's
Finally
not
get
even
this
just
dude.
like, let's get rid of the beast. It's, we need control of the
We need to
beast.
utilize it. Yeah.
We need control of the
take him
Yeah.
hostage.
Yeah, as much profit from it as you can get.
Tish also says, I think on Zeke's end, he probably felt more of the trauma of disappointing Grisha.
I think that moment, and I can't wait for us to go ahead and talk about that moment
I'm
that they
still
have.
has some
so
resentment.
excited for that episode.
Yeah. And I think that was really a game changer for Zeke.
Yeah.
And that was the moment that Zeke needed. And again, I wonder if that is a moment that also made
Suddenly
Zeke
all
more
of his
susceptible
resentment
to
went away.
certain weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, everything said and done, entirety of the season, Sav was proud either way. They had one.
Yeah,
They had
I
one
agree.
goal. Let's get rid of the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
They-
either way, he's proud of his
Their
result.
way was definitely the more humane way compared to Aaron's way.
Yeah.
But either way, their goal was achieved.
Yeah.
An era of no longer having Titans, and I think Sava would still play catch with Zeke to this day.
Yeah. Before I lose it, Zebra Cakes also answers, I don't think he would be proud. I don't think he could imagine how far Zeke was going to go. That's true.
Yeah.
How can Sava predict what was going to happen?
Yeah.
Well, Zeke didn't even predict how far he was gonna go. The
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the second it happened, it was like, cool.
The moment
You're
Grisha-
back seat, bro.
the moment Grisha had those words to him,
Yeah.
you know, that's
He knew
when
it.
he realized, oh shit, like, who's the one who's the puppet master right now? Mm-hmm. You know? So,
Someone's gonna get everything he wants and then some.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy. And I was something I was very curious about, and I appreciate all the answers in chat right now. And if you guys have more that you want to explain, please let us know, because I love kind of getting deeper into certain kind of very specific parts of AOT. Like, this is a very specific part here where it's like, again, we talked
You
about
can
it.
really dive deep in these
Yeah,
topics.
real quick. Josh also says Levi wanted to give Zeke to someone transitional.
Yeah.
Literally anyone but Zeke, and hold off till Historia was ready.
Yep, I agree.
He just wanted Zeke dead because Levi knew he had something bigger planned, especially after
Yep.
Aaron had escaped. So yeah, it's like, just find a placeholder for the Beast Titan.
Yeah.
Give it to anyone. I'm
Yeah.
sure Levi would have been like, Jean, eat this man.
Yeah, I'm sure they
And
would.
when we need you to be
placeholder.
eaten, you'll be eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would get someone that they would be able to.
The thing is, though, is they would need.
Control and manipulate.
How would they go ahead and go about that process? Because they need a pure Titan.
Maybe he just feeds it to a pure Titan.
So that's the thing, is that I think.
Finds Connie's
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, they'd probably end up doing it to Connie's mom.
How tragic would that be, huh? If all of a sudden Connie's mom.
Connie, you
And
can
then
have your
it's
mom
like-
back. Say your last goodbyes,
Yeah.
bro, because she's gonna get eaten in a couple
You know, we
years.
have-
She's
that's
just the gatekeeper
that's like
until-
the Attack on Titan way too, to be like, you can have that thing, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be even worse saying goodbye.
This
to
is
it now.
just
Yeah.
this is just a bridge. You
Yeah.
know, like literally, Connie's mom is just a bridge.
She's just a transitional person, just
and
like
I can
what
totally
Josh
see that
said.
being like a part of the story where they can only think like,
Yeah,
who
I-
is a pure Titan that we can potentially trust?
Yeah,
Oh, Connie Springer's mom.
Yeah.
You know?
and then you gotta. They're
Yeah.
gonna make Connie be that person to be like, Mom, I'm so happy.
That's true.
you're
Josh says
alive."
they have a lot of
So-
syringes from Marley. They did go ahead and get a lot of those.
Oh, that's true.
So
Also, as we do this recap, I'm gonna take a potty break.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Regarding if he's proud, Tish also answers, well, anything beats what happened to his biological son. I don't think there's much
Yeah.
to compare there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the obvious answer is that, you know, Sabo is going to be proud no matter what Zeke ended up doing for the rest of his life, right? And Sabo understood that Zeke's not going to go ahead and live a long, fulfilling life because he's only going to have those 13 years, right?
Yeah.
And I think that I was just thinking about like what their plan was and how it didn't go according to plan. And it's fine it didn't go according to plan, but I think that, you know, I was just curious if those how Grisha expressed such disappointment, if maybe it's like subliminally or somehow, you know, Saba felt like, Zeke, man, like, why'd you do that? Or
Yeah.
Zeke, like, you should have done this and stuff, you know? And like, think about it. Zeke had all the cards in his hands.
Yeah.
You know, he very well could have controlled the game board,
Yeah.
you know? And
I think Sava has a pretty good understanding. I mean, we've seen how much of a stand-up guy he is. You know, there's trials and tribulations that he goes through, and obviously he comes back on top even after literally being suicidal.
yeah.
So I believe that he sees things in a way where he doesn't let himself be disappointed.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
So I don't think that he would be disappointed in Zeke, but I think thinking of it from Zeke's perspective, especially saying like, Mr. Sava, I hope you're watching. I don't know if Zeke knows that he's proud of his decisions.
Well, that's the thing is that like, that's another part of the question is I can just assume that, you know, Sava, well, I should say Zeke, right? That he probably felt like he let Sava down, you know, in that moment, right?
Yeah.
But again, it's like, you know, Zach was saying that's the only thing that Zeke could have done in that moment.
Yeah.
Right? I think even Josh was saying that as well in chat. It's like, that's literally all that he can do was just to go ahead and just.
That was best case scenario.
Because he understood what Levi was what Levi had planned for Zeke. So.
Thank you.
I got you.
I think that I just felt like maybe Zeke was maybe disappointed in himself knowing that if that was how it ended, and we're going to cover it. I can't wait for us to go ahead and cover it.
Yeah.
But we ended it last week with the explosion that took place because of Zeke, and that was essentially Zeke not letting Levi carry on with whatever Levi's plan is, right? Like,
Right.
Zeke did everything he could to go ahead and try to escape, to go ahead and
He just knows that he couldn't be
meet with Aaron again. And at this point here,
cannot be eaten.
Zeke is he's bait right now. He's literally just like live bait. You know, there's nothing he can do other than to just kill himself.
Speaking of getting away with everything, he literally found a loophole today. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Bro literally found a loophole. Can't believe him.
Yeah. So this is going to be a very interesting episode because of the insinuation, because of because of what happens,
Yeah,
right?
Josh, it was a good gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very good gamble because
Zeke is definitely a gambling man.
Yeah. But again, thank you for those that answered right now in chat. And again, thank you, Jacob, for answering it over in the Instagram. But all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the episode. I am going to switch up the music to some AOT vibes.
Yeah, let's get the vibes going.
And
Rumbling.
all right.
Rumbling. Break free.
There we go. And so also another thing too that Zoe's mentioned in chat here is I don't know if that's actually happening, Zoe, but if it is, that's awesome. But Zoe says he's gonna dye his hair yellow, like Denji.
yellow.
Yeah.
So very cool.
He said a few days ago I dyed my hair and I got sick.
Oh no!
Why doesn't
sorry.
anybody want me?
Sorry, man.
Why does anyone care about Denji's heart? They only care about the Titan within me.
Right.
Chainsaw Titan.
Chainsaw Titan?
Lord.
That'd be pretty
yeah.
gnarly.
Crossover.
I would love to see other mangaka draw their MC in Titan form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
I'd like to see that little crossover. What are those the magazines that
Shonen Jumps.
Jumps.
Yeah, Shonen Jump. You guys immediately knew.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to see some Shonen Jumps Attack on Titan edition.
I bought one in Japan. Not the Titan edition one, but
Right.
bought a
But you
Shonen
bought
Jump.
a Shonen Jump in
Yeah.
Japan.
It's
How
on
much
my-
how much did they go for?
in USD like $1.50.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Wow.
So everything's cheap out there, bro.
Yeah.
$1.50 to $3.
Especially right now in Japan. Things are pretty cheap.
155.68 yen to dollar.
Yeah, that's the conversion. In case you guys are wondering, you guys are in Japan soon.
Cause I'ma be there.
All right, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah.
I'm not narrating, so I'm ready. I already took a sip of water.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, guys. So this is season 4, episode 16, Above and Below. This is part 1 of our episode breakdown and discussion. Again, should go without saying, but I do want to say spoiler warning to any of our friends out there that are not caught up, because at this point going forward here, right,
Major
there
spoiler
are
territory.
crazy events that take place, and when we talk about them, we're going to talk about how the thing that we see that happens, how it affects the story, right?
Yeah.
What ends up happening. So you guys will understand when certain stuff comes up, right, where you're kind of like, wait a minute, what, or whatever. And if you guys aren't caught up, then you guys are going to be, just wondering what's going to happen, and we're going to talk about what happens. So again, I want to give a spoiler warning to any of our friends that are not finished with the series. Without further ado, let's do this. We begin the episode on a stormy night. We hear an explosion off in the distance. We see a group of Jaegerists out in the rain as one of them reacts to the noise. What the? Flock, leading the group of Jaegerists, asks the group.
What was that?
The Jaegerist answers, thunder maybe? Hanji, the Jaegerist's prisoner, knows exactly what that explosion was, as Hanji reacts with a genuine look of concern.
A thunder spear? But why?
A curious Flock tells his group.
Let's head in that direction.
Waiting in that direction is the torso of Zeke's body, as Zeke is having a moment of terminal lucidity. Zeke barely mutters.
It's so quiet. Am I dying?
There are no sounds as the rain falls down onto Zeke. The last thing Zeke sees is the glimpse of a girl waiting for him. The life in Zeke's eyes are now gone, as only half his body remains. A pure Titan crawls out of the forest and begins to slowly make its way to Zeke. The Titan finally reaches Zeke and presents itself to him. The pure Titan then rips open its stomach, creating some sort of incubator. The Titan reaches to pick up Zeke and places him inside of the Titan's body. Steam begins to slowly become visible. What is this Titan doing? All right. First part there. Very interesting.
Bruh.
So
Loophole!
it's crazy. So the explosion that takes place it's what we ended with last week's episode. Again, we talked about it. That is Zeke sacrificing himself.
We get to see that horse still on fire.
Yeah, unfortunately we do. And we see that the group of Jaegerists, right, led by Flock, they're off in the distance. They're traveling. They're trying to make their way over to Aaron, I believe.
Yeah, wherever their meeting point is.
Yeah, and Hanji recognizes that noise immediately.
Yeah.
Right. As the other Jaegerists are they're trying to, they're asking questions. What was that noise and stuff? Of course, Flock wants to investigate further, but Hanji understands. She recognizes.
She was there when that thunder spear was invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My baby.
And the look on Hanji's face, I want to believe it's a look of understanding that maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say that she knew that thunder spear was because of Levi or due to Levi, but I think that Hanji probably knows that involves Levi. Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I think
She's definitely running through the possibilities through her head.
Yeah, well,
she's a brilliant mind.
Can assume it's Zeke and Levi. Something happened with Zeke.
And it's only one explosion.
Yeah, just one.
And so Hanji has also seen some of the OGs already. There's been the changing of the guard. There's, so she saw the commandant, right, literally get jumped by these new Jaegerist recruits. Premier Zachary was assassinated, right? There is this shifting of the guard. And so when you're already experiencing so much of this, and then when we talked about when Hanji was witnessing and laid witness and saw Sawdust left there, bloody, bruised, and beaten, Hanji actually had a look of defeat.
She's definitely remorseful.
And it was kind of okay. And then when Hanji hears this thunder spear, and it leads me to believe that Hanji is aware that involves Levi. I wonder, is Hanji thinking oh no,
did I just lose another?
Yeah.
Yeah, did they just turn on him too?
Yeah. And then
little does she know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, is that is what you just said right there, right? Did they turn on him? That is unfortunately a plausible explanation, because there were so many of the other soldiers that turned on, and Hanji knows that there are, I don't know if she knows that there are 30 strong, but there are other soldiers there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if they all turn on Levi, I wonder if Hanji's going to go ahead and think did they get a fast one on him? I know that Hanji knows that Levi's capable, but
even if just one,
Yeah.
let's just say she knows there's 30 of them, even if just one, just by chance as no one's looking, there's Levi,
yeah,
boop, and then everyone else just cuts them down. And they're like, well, shit, what do we do now? What do we do with
She's
Zeke?
probably also consistently looking that way because she's like, I'm sure she's also kind of hoping for like a signal flare to be like,
Yeah.
I want to go help.
yeah.
Give me an
Yeah.
excuse to go see that you're okay.
And that's also so sad about this whole situation is that Hanji is helpless,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in like such a horrible situation. She just got promoted, dude.
Yeah, and
First week on the job.
we saw that Hanji recalled a moment
Ugh.
where that first interior officer who was tortured pretty much laid it down like this, like, Hanji, you're going to understand. Your time's going to come when, you realize that this job brings certain elements to it, right? And they're going to be difficult, right? I can't remember exactly the words, but it was pretty much going to be like, your time's going to come.
Yeah.
Like, you'll know,
Yeah.
right? And
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah, this is a rough go for our Levi squad members. For our-
Yeah. Our OGs that we've been rooting for, it's looking really rough for them.
yeah. So interesting there, but this moment that Zeke has before death, Zeke can't hear a sound, right?
Yeah.
It's, for lack of a better term, like dead silent.
Like his
Yeah.
eardrums both got ruptured in the explosion. Like he can't hear anything.
Yeah. All he sees is just the rainfall. Don't even know if he can feel it, but he sees a woman, right? And this is something that I think we've seen before from characters, from Eldians, right? For anybody that's connected, right? That right before death, there's somebody there waiting for you. And that is the founder Ymir.
Yeah.
Very
Been
interesting.
looking. She's been watching.
And I think this is also a moment too that Jacob, you always help me by mentioning the child's name, but before he got, just crushed by the rumbling, right? The child that was the thief that we saw, and
Yeah.
the finale, and
The ones that Aaron, the
ones
kid
with
that
the little
Aaron
fez.
is apologizing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that Aaron is basically crying, apologizing to,
Yeah.
repenting of sins just to this child.
Yeah.
Because
So-
he needed an outlet of an external source.
yeah,
No, and he knows he's gonna be the result of that child's fate.
Yeah. He's aware.
But the scene I'm thinking of specifically is right as the foot is getting ready to go ahead and
Yeah.
squish, he sees Ymir, right, just standing there waiting.
Because that child was an Eldian,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So it makes sense.
So Zeke sees Ymir, he sees the founder, and then just goes dark, and then Zeke again just is gone. Zeke is dead. And Zeke is in rough shape. Again, when I explain, he's just a torso. Like literally, it's just
He's
Like-
literally just a torso without
upper
arms.
torso. Yeah. Jacob says Ramsey. So yeah, thank you so much again for that.
Ramsey.
I'm gonna forget it again, Jacob. I know,
Ramsey.
but so it's something that the characters they go ahead and they see right before death.
Just think about Nacho Libre.
There you go. Yeah, Ramsey's number one.
Ramsey's number one. His muscles are number one.
So what's the interesting part of here and the crazy part and you referred to it as what, like the loophole, or what do you?
It's a loophole.
Yeah.
Bro, if we learned.
Yeah, so you can like
Bro, he
regenerate
wanted to get
using
eaten.
another Titan's flesh, using another Titan vessel.
I don't hold on. I think I know where we're going with this, but I don't think this works for
No,
everybody.
I don't think that it's. I'm saying a loophole in the sense of this dude got essentially eaten by Titan without losing his power.
Yeah.
Like that's the loophole.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, well, you go in.
If you don't go in this way,
Yeah.
you go back door, buddy.
Yeah, you go in through another way.
Yeah.
But like the Titan just picks him up and throws him in there. I don't necessarily think that he's leeching life off the Titan. I think that Ymir was like, nah.
Yeah.
I need you
Yeah.
so Aaron can do his thing and set me free.
Yeah.
No. Self-serving God
Aaron
right
and I
here.
are working together, and I need you. You're a part of that.
About to
He
go
just
ahead
doesn't
and,
know it yet.
You are a piece of that
about
puzzle.
to hit
and I
that
need you to
checkpoint
scale
right
it.
now for Zeke, right?
No.
Yeah,
Literally.
that checkpoint. Yeah.
She's like, luckily, this is that part in the game where the player thinks you just died.
Yeah.
But God's just gonna
Yeah.
save you off screen real quick and bring you back.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
literally like, Titan, go fetch my monkey.
Yeah. Genuine plot armor, except it's not plot. It's Titan.
Actually,
Yeah.
too, is what's funny is that I think this is actually the song for when Zeke comes back.
Yeah.
I think it is. When Zeke literally falls back out of the Titan. And again, I warned you guys, it's about the spoiler stuff, but
Yeah.
this is
No,
crazy.
he doesn't stay in there forever.
and again, what's interesting is that like this Titan was specifically instructed, right? Which again is very crazy because we understand who the coordinate is, right? And it's like how did somebody go ahead and like hack into the hive mind here and specifically guide that Titan, right? It can only be Ymir.
It's gotta be
But
Queen
who-
Bee.
But who is the one that is telling Ymir to go ahead and do that? You know, so that's what's crazy, right? So
I genuinely don't think, because at this point, Aaron hasn't taken her shackles off yet.
no,
I think she is genuinely acting on her own because she knows the outcome.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. She might.
I mean, to me that just makes sense. I don't know, Josh.
well, the thing is, though, is my question is Ymir is essentially a prisoner,
Yeah.
right? So if Ymir was able to go ahead and lay the foundation to where Ymir was ultimately able to go ahead and be set free, I think that Ymir would have done a long time ago, right?
Yeah. I
Well,
think
the thing that
she needs Aaron and she needs Zeke with Aaron for that result.
I think she needs them to get Mikasa.
Yeah. And the thing is, this
at the end
could
of the
be
day-
the closest
Yeah,
thing,
she
the
is
closest
around.
time,
Yeah, I
and it's
don't-
like I'm not gonna go ahead and wait another fucking century
Yeah.
for this to happen.
I don't.
You
I
know?
don't think Aaron's the
Get
one
your
who
ass
is
back
set-
up.
I know, literally.
Yeah, because like, I don't necessarily think Aaron's the one that frees her. Mikasa is the one that frees her
Yeah.
from
She knows
her
that-
own chains that she put on herself
Yeah.
of the trauma of being with Fritz,
Yeah.
and she probably knows because we already know she's in Mikasa's head with the headaches and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been
digging
in
around
Mikasa's
in there.
head, and she's like already sees like, okay, this is it. This is how this is gonna go down. So I don't even think that Aaron, because how would Aaron know? I
Well,
mean,
that's the thing is that
No.
like
paths.
It's Ymir.
Aaron at this point has already guided, allowed things, created things,
He
forced
is-
things to happen.
He does have the founder.
So that's the thing is like, that's where I think that this is another moment where Aaron made sure that this is not going to go the other way. This is going to go ahead and go how it needs to go. How he does it, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like that's beyond me. But
Yeah.
we've seen already there are moments where Aaron has forced things to happen, right? So that's where I'm just like, okay, how the fuck did this happen? I don't know, but I can't help but think that Aaron was involved in this, you know? And
Crazy.
I don't know. I mean, it's such a crazy
I wanna see
dynamic.
what Google has.
It's such a crazy dynamic to
Attack on
think
Titan subreddit.
that like, yeah, just look up literally like, yeah, I don't know how to even word it other than just like,
Why does the Titan put Zeke in its stomach?
yeah. But it was such a strange thing to go ahead and happen. It's something we haven't seen before ever in the story.
No.
And normally, like to your guys' points, whenever a Titan user is in the stomach, you know, it's,
according to the subreddit, because it was one of the Titans created was Zeke's spinal fluid.
that's just way that I don't know. That's way too much of a coincidence.
And it's saying that it acted on instinct to protect him, allowing him to use the Titan's flesh and energy to regenerate the body. This scene occurs on chapter 115, as described on Reddit.
Yeah, but he does that right after seeing Ymir.
Then it says royal bloodline. Because Zeke possesses royal blood, Ymir Fritz instinctively intervened to keep him alive.
I agree.
That sounds more plausible. The royal
That's what
blood
I'm thinking.
thing.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just like Ymir being like,
Well, I need you alive, buddy. Get back up.
the one holding my founder can't do what he
And-
needs to do without you.
really
Yeah.
being one of the last few royal family members, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems more plausible. It could just be a matter of royal blood. The spinal fluid thing, I guess maybe like if we're thinking like, you know, like it's not even logically, it's just I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch for me.
I don't know. A lot of people on the subreddit are saying that it's just because it's Zeke's Titan, which inherently has part of his will in it. If he doesn't want to die, the Titans will react accordingly and keep him alive.
Now, we have seen before where Titans have essentially moved consciousness, right? We've seen, Rhina has done that before, right? It's a possibility, right, in order to try to stay alive. And so if Zeke somehow, through his blood, through his spinal fluid, was able to somehow, like...
A lot of people are saying that it's all these factors combined, too.
Okay.
Like, it's like a overall, like, you had reason upon reason upon reason. One, it's a Titan made by Zeke's spinal fluid. Two, he's got royal blood, so Ymir's already kind of like, okay, royal blood, he's important. Get support.
Yeah.
And three is Aaron's introduction into the paths. So it's like all things come together kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's ultimately what it is.
But there's no confirmation, so.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Up
times,
to interpretation.
we never get
we never will.
the answers. You know?
Yeah, we will never get these answers.
Hisayama! Answer our question!
So again, this is something that's very strange that happens, and again, it's almost instinctual. And this Titan essentially saves Zeke. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is that like we see that later on, Ymir is the one that is piecing Zeke back together, right? But here in this scene that we see, there's like steam that's beginning to go ahead and like
he's cooking.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. We start to see
there's a bun in the oven.
Yeah. So that's why I went ahead and I kind of left a little, vague.
Yeah. What is this Titan doing?
Just chat in the Discord where, like some say the warmth of a Titan is the best warmth, something like that, And I like where Fungus was going with it, where he brought up the colossal and stuff, but then that's why I say, hey, some say it's revitalizing, because we saw there is a character like these characters are being reborn by this warmth, it just depends on if you're important enough, That's kind of what it comes down to.
Do you have plot armor?
Yeah.
Titan stomach is for you.
Yeah. So,
Titan slow roast.
Yeah, Hanji can attest, unfortunately, yes.
Too soon.
Yeah.
We're not even there yet. We're not even there yet.
My girl.
But this is a very interesting, very strange moment that happens in this series. Again, a moment that, to my knowledge, we don't see happening again. At least, I don't know. Can anybody go ahead and mention another Titan being like rebuilt like this?
The only other time that I can even think about this, about someone being in a Titan stomach, is literally Aaron.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tish goes, Armin definitely can, my little bacon boy. Yeah. Armin was the one who was very important to the story. Zebra Cake says, I didn't know what to make for dinner, and then they made a whole cookie cake.
Oh, for dinner?
Yeah. I'm literally sitting in the front of the oven listening to y'all. Well, there you go. Right on.
I bet it smells so good.
Oh, yeah.
Man. It's not fair. AJ gets Ronnie's cooking all the time.
I know, honestly, I'm
my
very
baby
spoiled.
soup?
Where's my baby soup?
I'm craving dessert now. Thank you, Ronnie.
There you go. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll jump into the next part. Zach will be our narrator for this one.
Now I want cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheesecake. We continue the episode as now we are inside Walmaria in the Shiganshina district. A mysterious group of men appear to be enjoying their dinner safely indoors. Meanwhile, outside we see soldiers from different regiments being held at gunpoint, being searched or detained. Yelena can be heard saying as she sits at the head of the dining table,
The day will soon come when we sit at the same table once again. Has it not happened exactly as I said it would? Commander Pixis? Please, let me thank you for taking such swift action. Not only have you forbidden your troops from resisting us, but, in accordance to our demands, you've also assembled every soldier you have right here in Shiganshina.
Pixis, sitting on the other end of the table, responds.
Considering the trick you pulled with the spinal fluid, we didn't have much of a choice. Zeke could turn us into Titans at any moment. And Shiganshina's been evacuated, so it's the only safe place for us to be. In any case, what else could I do with so many old comrades pointing guns at my back?
One of those old comrades, sporting a guilty expression on their face, says, Please forgive me, Commander Pixis. My son drank the wine too. I'm doing this to protect him. Pixis stares at his old comrade, wearing a red armband.
When did you first betray us?
Yelena quickly intervenes.
You have no obligation to answer that.
The old comrade simply tells Pixis, I'm sorry. Pixis continues.
I only ask because the time at which you changed sides seems to affect your standing in this new regime. Betray us early, and you're rewarded with a white armband. It marks you as a proud Jaegerist, correct? Red armbands are used to mark those who were coerced into aiding the Jaegerists after learning they had drunk tainted wine. And finally, these black armbands mark the rest of us as ignorant fools who drink the wine without suspecting something was amiss. I can't help but be reminded of Marley. They employed a similar system when they took over your homelands, did they not?
Yelena quickly acknowledges.
There's much to be learned from our enemies.
Pixis adds.
Including how to make more, I see.
Yelena continues.
We offered to stand beside you as allies, and you responded by having us imprisoned.
Pixis responds.
That may be, but since it turns out that the guests we refused to trust were serving us tainted wine all along, I don't know if moving against you was foolish or wise.
Yelena tells Pixis as she raises a glass of wine.
Your actions were both foolish and wise. I'd imagine that if you'd put your faith in us and Zeke from the start, the world could have already been saved by now.
Pixis becomes curious as he asks.
You say that the world could have been saved? I was under the impression your plan was to unite Zeke and Eren. Do that. Sorry, I'm gonna read that again.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
I was under the impression your plan was to unite Zeke and Eren. Do that they can.
So, there you go.
Sew a needle pulling thread.
Yeah. Let me fix that again because I was having an aneurysm. All right.
You say that the world could have been saved. I was under the impression your plan was to unite Zeke and Eren so that they can trigger a small-scale rumbling in order to deter the nations of the world from attacking us for the next 50 years or so. But that plan would only save the island, right?
Yelena just stares into the eyes of Pixis. Onyan Capone, sitting beside Yelena, tries to intervene.
Yelena?
But Yelena can't help herself and decides to respond.
It's too late at this point. Zeke gave you all the time you should have needed. And what did you do with that time? And what did you do with that time? You plotted to repay his mercy by killing him. Zeke is the god who is fated to save this world, and you have invited his wrath.
Wow.
Speaking like a true cult member, girl, what are you saying?
Seriously.
No, right?
Girl, what are you saying?
Also, how fucked up is it? Literally, the moment where Pixis is like, hey, considering you guys fed us tainted wine, I don't
Yeah.
know if it was foolish or wise. Yelena's literally like, well,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
A
damn,
toast.
girl.
Like, that's not
That is
insensitive
fucked
at
up.
all.
Yeah.
A toast. I am interested in that. I do think it's interesting that this is the way that they chose to explain the whole armband thing.
Oh, we got
and
Liv.
Also,
Yeah.
that-
What's up, Liv?
What's up, Liv?
hi, Liv. And that there are also the government was just so quick to be like, okay, guys, label yourselves.
I know. That's the
Red
thing. Is that
armband,
they
black
are very
armband.
quickly adopting the Marleyan
Marley
Yeah.
order
tactics.
of things. And
Who decided that?
very perceptive too of Pixis to go ahead and kind of catch that and realize that at this point. And Liveroni, I prepped the table for us and everything. Lots of napkins. Perfect. All right, cool.
Oh.
Looks like we're all having dessert. Thank you so much, Zebra Cakes.
Wow.
Sit down while I head to the store. I like this. I like this conversation.
Do we need 4? Aww.
But yeah, so this is very interesting.
They're
here.
having a little tea party. That is so cute.
That's beautiful.
Tea party in chat.
Nice. You're so considerate, guys. Yeah, they are.
Is there gonna be Remy soup at this at this dinner
Yeah,
table?
Zach has priorities.
I know he's like soup. He's thinking more savory than sweet.
Good soup.
I know.
Yeah, honestly, that soup is really good. All right, so the first thing we see here as we're now over the Shiganshina district, we're at the Shiganshina district because we understand that's where Pixis essentially, I don't even want to say like fled because that's such a...
That's where they were told to go.
Yeah.
Basically.
They didn't flee shit. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, they had no choice at all.
They were all just kind of like, yeah, just rounded up to go ahead and be over this district. And
Jaegers rounded up the entire regiment like cattle.
yeah. But yeah, so we also see that this group, while they are here having this deliberation, having this sit down dinner, Yelena's not alone. Of course, there are other members there that are enjoying their meals. Right? I can't say one way or the other whether they are Jaegerists there or if they are just like enjoying their last meals as, you know, these high-ranking officials or something. I don't know. I personally think that they are working alongside Yelena. They seem to be very comfortable. They don't seem to be necessarily as...
What color is our armband?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is that
Yeah.
actually I don't think I really paid that close attention to the rest of the table.
If they are soldiers that did drink, because she did say you rounded up all of your.
All we know if
soldiers to your
they're
Shiganshina.
black, they're screwed.
Yeah, if their armbands are black, yeah.
Yeah. If they're red, then
Even if I was someone who had drank the wine and now I'm being, I'm being forced out, just in case something happens, just in case I
gonna do
transform or
recon.
whatever. I would also be pretty melancholic and be like, well, I gotta eat, I guess. So like, what? There's no point in fighting back. I have spinal fluid running through my veins.
yeah.
I'm doing recon. I'm looking at the scene real quick.
Yeah, please, because that would help us get a clear picture as to whether, Pixis is the only one here who is essentially being, kind of taught a lesson, so to speak.
Yeah. Do we also know the color of the armband of the comrade that Pixis is talking to?
Yeah, it's red.
He has a red one.
It's the one that was
remember.
only joining them after
He's
the...
wearing red. The guy along the wall to the side is wearing white, which is when Pixis mentions the white. This dude's definitely more smug.
Yeah.
So the other people at the table are just wearing black suits. I'm assuming they're Yelena's men.
Okay, so then, yeah.
Okay, they probably are.
They don't have armbands, and that
No
means that
armbands.
they're
They're just
Marlians.
They're Marley.
They're wearing the exact same attire as Yelena and Yon Capone.
Okay, there we
yeah,
go.
so those are Marlians.
So they're Marlians.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
So that, again, gives us a clearer picture as to the hostile environment that Pixis is in. Because it appears, at least in this scene, that he's the only one having the black armband. But it's interesting kind of what Yelena... And Lexy used the word, like, cult,
Yeah.
right?
Quite culty.
Very interesting here.
It's very culty.
That's just a guy.
So
It's
Yelena
not your
starts
god,
off...
That's just a guy.
Literally, so Yelena starts off by saying the day will soon come again when we sit at the table, right? And has it not happened exactly as I said it would? Talk about such like a power complex,
Yeah.
Like,
If you guys would have just listened to me, you wouldn't be in this situation.
this is like one of those kind of...
Pixis being like, you fed us poisoned wine.
But the thing is...
What are you talking
so
about?
this is, I think, of kind of like the reverse Uno card, where Pixis had his soldiers go ahead and capture
were
them
holding,
prisoner,
yeah.
right? So they were in a holding cell, more or less. And here we have now...
That Uno reverse.
Yelena
Yeah.
literally is like, has it not happened exactly as I said it would? And then continuing says, Commander Pixis, please, let me thank you for taking such swift action. Not only have you forbidden your troops from resisting us, but in accordance with our demands, you have assembled every soldier you have right here, Shiganshina. So yeah, definitely not fled. I was
Yeah.
wrong there. It was more so like Pixis was instructed and they had no choice.
Bro.
Yeah.
Followed orders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put this armband on and go over there.
Yeah. And Pixis says, pretty much the trick you guys pulled with the whole spinal fluid, like we have no choice,
Yeah.
right? It says Zeke can turn us into Titans at any moment. And what's interesting here is that this leads me to believe that this is something that maybe was, I don't know if negotiated, but Pixis does say that, Shiganshina has been evacuated, so it's the only safe place for us to be, right? So I don't know if this is something where, Pixis was kind of like, all right, we'll listen, we'll obey, but let us go here. I don't know if it's one of those things, but
I don't think he had a choice in the matter.
yeah, but it just seems like here that like at least it's almost like Pixis is like, well, at least this place has been evacuated.
Yeah, free
Right.
civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also
It's the
says,
least
well,
dangerous place that they would transform, that they could still be contained.
yeah. No, good point there. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't thinking about it from the mindset of like maybe the, Marlians and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, that's totally why they also shoved him out, because they were like, if you guys transform, you cannot be in here.
Yeah.
Go out there
Yeah.
where there's no one else at.
Yeah.
We can contain it, and there's
Because-
also not the risk of you literally massacring an entire town.
And I don't even think too that like they even know when exactly Zeke's gonna go ahead and freaking unleash.
No, that's why they're like, leave ASAP. Put the
They
armband on,
also
bye.
have no damn clue
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
that Zeke
where
is
he
in Titan tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have no clue this dude is charging up
imagine?
as we speak.
Yeah.
If moments
He's
before death,
respawning, all right? He's got his respawn counter going.
can you imagine if moments
Yeah.
before death, Zeke just goes, ah, just
Oh, well, I'm dying anyways.
Yeah.
oh,
And all you hear is, and then just, shing, shing,
I know.
shing, 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 shing.
and then it's a little flicker of like pigs just. Huh?
I know.
Imagine, all you really hear is just,
Yeah.
Oh man, but that would be crazy if that was the last thing that Zeke did was unleash the coordinate and stuff, and
Yeah, that early?
Sava said to always go out with a bang.
I know the grandest of ways.
I also wanted to kill myself in the grandest way.
Yeah, literally, I don't know why I'm thinking of fucking Vegeta. That's one thing that Satan always keeps his pride. It's one of those fucking things.
That was definitely what Zeke was giving when he was like, Mr. Sama,
Yeah.
I hope you're
watching.
literally OG Vegeta.
It's pride.
Father, I hope you see my pride.
Literally, but
Oh man.
you're right. They have no idea what's happening with Zeke over by the forest of giant trees, and they don't even know his whereabouts. Right?
No, they have no clue.
They're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
That's what Flock and Aaron are gonna do together.
Yeah. So interesting. Yeah.
The only ones who know where they're going to be are Zeke and Aaron.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
Apparently that Titan does too.
Yeah. What?
But then Pixis decides to
Hive
go
mind.
ahead and again, he's very perceptive. He's kind of reading the room here, right? He mentions the armbands, right? And he mentioned in a kind of a way where it's like, he's throwing shade at some of these former comrades, right? He mentions how, like, what else could I do with so many old comrades pointing guns at my back, right? And then, of course, that comrade is feeling awful about themselves, right? Their hands are tied, essentially. This former comrade explains that their son drank the wine.
How old is your son?
Yeah, I know.
And why does he have
Right.
access to wine?
That's a good question.
I was thinking that the whole time.
Eldians rock different.
Yeah. I'm like, do you just have like a 10-year-old that's like, oh, juice?
I
Hey,
know.
man.
I mean, he seems like an older guy, so maybe his son's maybe like a teenager or
I was
something, still kind of
14 at
crazy.
my first
Yeah,
sip of
teenager.
alcohol, so
Yeah, I don't think that.
Hey, he did the typical dad thing. Where it was like, you want to have your first drink, have it here at home.
Yeah, do it here.
Yeah, literally.
And I can't imagine Parody has a 21 plus.
I know, right?
It's got to be like,
even
Hey.
how
in
it is
Japan it's
foreign.
18.
Yeah, in Japan it's 18. In Mexico it's 16.
Is it? Oh shit.
In a way, I thought it was
18?
18. I thought it was 18 out there.
I know it's not 21. No, it is 18. It's 18
I
in
thought
Mexico.
the UK was 16 because Tom Holland talked about having
Oh, maybe
liquor
it
at his
is.
prom.
Probably is.
Hey, maybe.
Germany's probably like out the womb.
Your
know.
first
That's
Oktoberfest.
stereotype.
Irish,
a
right?
stereotype.
Irish too, and all
Yeah,
that.
Irish is out the
Oh,
womb.
Irish is
Russian is out the womb.
while you're baking.
Yeah.
Irish is infusion.
Actually, your fluid is actually all Guinness. When you're in the womb.
You're born
go.
100% Guinness blood.
You don't have any amniotic fluid. It's all Guinness. Right?
Jeez.
Kid comes out swimming in it.
So yeah, I mean,
It's a delicacy.
can you imagine if
Really Irish.
can you imagine if that is the first sip of alcohol that this son has?
Yeah.
Is this freaking tainted wine?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
my
dad's
God.
like, I'm never letting my child drink wine
Well,
again.
there's a lesson for you, bud. Never drink.
So yeah,
Oh, that just made me realize that now I know, obviously knowing what happened, his son totally transforms and dies.
yeah,
Yeah.
he gone.
Classic Attack on Titan way.
He gone.
I don't know why I just put that together. Like, oh yeah, he's dead.
You're like, oh, that poor kid.
Yeah.
Oh
Probably some
Well, don't-
teenager.
I guess he does die.
yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of these?
I think I'd rather be dead than be stuck in a.
Any of these guys are gone.
Yeah. Is the kid Caribbean?
Yeah. What is it in Trinidad? What is the law for consumption? What's the age?
Imagine it's like law.
I know she's like, age limit?
I mean, you guys were talking about those heavy pours, so
I know.
Tisha says yes.
Yes. What's the age limit?
Beautiful.
Yes. All right. I think that answers my question.
The age limit when you can lift the glass to your mouth.
Yeah. When you can drink.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
no,
18.
legally 18. Okay.
Okay. 18. Wow.
Interesting. So, anyways, the soldier, I mean, this former comrade explains, the picture said, like, again, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And, I'm doing this to protect my son. And, Pixis he wonders, like, when did you first betray us? And I think this is one of those questions that
What
Pixis-
color is your armband?
Pixis already has more or less an idea, but this is more of like a getting more confirmation type, stuff. And of course, Yelena's like, you, like, almost like a lawyer.
Yeah.
Right. You do not
Don't
have
answer
any
that.
obligation to go ahead and
Yeah,
answer
you don't
that.
have to answer
Plead
that.
the
Plead
fifth.
And
Yeah,
so
that's a good comparison. She's totally being a lawyer there.
yeah. And so Pixis pretty much continues like, oh, I only asked because it seems like the time in which you change sides affects your standing with this new regime. Right? It says, if you betray us early, you're rewarded with a white armband. Right? It marks you as a proud Jaegerist. Is that correct? Again, that's pretty insightful right there, for this
Yeah, that's
old
why you got
man.
that smug guy against the wall.
Yeah. And at this point,
I'm
too,
wearing
is,
white.
again, short-lived, but Pixis is pretty much the premier at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Premier Pixis. So Premier Pixis goes
It's
out
not like
there.
they can have an official ceremony with.
I
what's
know,
going on. They
yeah.
just gotta quickly do it. Hey, you just got murdered. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey,
Next.
you're the oldest one here in the
know.
room. You should be the premier.
I know. Hey, you're the oldest guy here, yeah?
You got the most experience.
Yeah.
Good luck, old man.
We won't lose too much if you die. You've lived enough. It's fine.
So
You've seen your Lady Titans. You can kick the bucket when you're ready, bro.
Drink plenty of wine.
so proud Jaegerist means white armband. Okay. Red armband means you were coerced into aiding the Jaegerists after learning that they had drunk the wine. So pretty much, you flip sides, understanding that you're screwed, and
Yeah.
Can't beat them, join them.
yeah. And so that is the color armband that this former comrade has. It's red. And black marks the
Royally
ignorant
screwed.
fools, right? And
I'm glad they're not repeating colors because we got the yellow over in Marley to depict that you are a Eldian.
yeah.
I'm glad they didn't repeat colors. They must have had someone yelling out, be like, no, we can't do that color.
Lena was like, you gotta be at least a little bit innovative.
Yeah, we got to be original, guys. We can't do that color.
Or
do like red or something.
Imagine she's like, where's all the yellow cloth?
I know.
I told you to bring the yellow cloth.
She's like, I thought we were all doing yellow again. All right.
Amateurs.
They're like,
No, she wants
but
her own thing. It's a
We
new
have all
cult.
this red.
I know. It's a new cult.
We have
They gotta
all
do a
this
new
white stained with blood.
thing. Yeah. Okay, that'll be fine. Make some of them red. The cleanest ones, we'll keep them white.
Oh my gosh! Imagine if the white isn't, if it's not red because of the color, it's red because,
because of
they
blood.
were white, but they're just drenched in blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they're just like, well, it's stained. Here it
Jake
is.
goes, I'm rocking the white. Wow.
We know you are, Jacob.
That's
We
right.
know.
Didn't need confirmation on that one. Bro.
We know. Thank you for admitting, but we
No,
know.
Jacob, we know that you're wearing one of those suits at the table.
I know.
watching this
He's
all
just
day
Yeah.
long.
munching.
He's over there.
Right?
You
Yeah.
fucking tell him, Yelena.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have an obligation to answer that.
I know.
Yeah, what she said. Don't answer that question, bro.
Yeah, no obligation.
So Another thing that Pixis notices is that he said, I can't help but be reminded of Marley. Right? They employed a similar system when they took over your homeland.
Exactly.
Right? And, Yelena, again, just being very diplomatic, I guess. I don't know. Is like, well, there's much to be learned from our enemies, and
Yeah.
She thought she ate with that one.
and I love Pixis like including.
You wouldn't understand.
He goes, including knowing how to make more. I see.
Yeah.
Right. So
And
it's
he
like,
actually ate with that one.
Yeah. Including
That's
knowing how
my
to
boy
make
right
more.
there. That's why I say, hey, I've been saying this for years now. That's why Pixis is the GOAT.
I am convinced that Pixis, in any situation, right,
He's gonna be a smart mouth man.
going to be composed.
Yes.
Right.
Slice.
He's been there, done that. There isn't going to be any moment that's going to be too much for Pixis. And I think that even with this, knowing that he's fucked,
Yeah.
he's still, doing that kind
can
of
control the
verbal,
situation.
chess match,
Yeah.
with
Yeah, he's a
with
brilliant
Yano.
man. He's smart.
Yeah.
He's
It's
been doing
like-
this for a long time. He knows how to talk. He knows how to talk shop.
I may be losing the war, but I'm winning this fucking rap battle. Bitch.
I know.
So,
I'm
hey,
winning this battle.
I'm going to piss you off, though. So-
I know.
You're gonna be glad you killed me. That's my goal. Make you happy I'm dead.
And then Yelena mentions that we offered to stand beside you as allies, and you responded by having us imprisoned. And again, we talked about Pixis as well. I mean, it turns out that the guests we refused to trust were serving us tainted wine all along, so I don't know if that was foolish or wise. And then, Yelena has fun. Raises the glass of wine, says, your actions were both foolish and wise.
Snarky ass.
You were both.
Yeah, I'd imagine that if you just put your faith in us and Zeke from the start, the world could have already been saved.
This is when
I
she
think
starts to
not.
go into her culty rhetoric.
Like, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't fucking happen. If anything, they would have.
Yeah.
Aaron would have already pulled a fast one on them.
Yeah, Aaron would have been like, Pixis, what are you doing? Why are you allies with them?
That would have been crazy.
It wasn't part of my plan.
I know. He's like, wait, I didn't see this happening.
I know.
So he would be like, can I just high five Zeke now or what?
I know. Like,
you guys
okay,
are gonna
so
let this
now-
happen?
Yeah, you guys are just gonna let that happen? Okay, I guess I'll just kill everyone now.
All right.
Aaron only had them resist so he could have satisfaction.
Yeah. He's like, I don't actually care.
I want to struggle a little
I wanted
bit.
to go how I predicted, and you are not putting up as much as a fight as I thought you were.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, that'd be so disappointing too if Pixis did put up a fight. I'd
I
be like,
know.
Pixis, what are you doing,
And he's
dude?
like, I drank my wine.
Come on.
I'm happy.
He
I feel
wouldn't
like
be my goat anymore.
I feel like if anyone that would be confused and more like surprised and be like, what are you doing? It would probably be Nile Doc.
Yeah.
He'd be like, as much as
He's
we
a
see,
hard-headed bald man.
as much as we see him kind of waver, but there are times where he at least, he thinks about what the right thing is to do. I think in that moment he'd be like, wait, what? Like, are you actually doing this? Commander or premier or whatever the status is.
Yeah.
Bald-headed demon. What are you doing?
So I mean, I don't know if. Well, unfortunately, Doc also has he's fucked too.
Oh yeah.
Boy, drink a lot of wine.
Yeah.
Bro loves his sippies.
So yeah, they're having this little verbal back and forth, Yelena and Pixis, and another thing that's interesting here that Yelena mentions, and kind of maybe says a little too much, right? It's one of those things where they say like, let the person talk long enough, and they'll go ahead
they'll
and
reveal
they'll
their plan.
yeah, they'll like slip up a
They'll
little
show
bit.
their
They'll-
intentions if
Yeah.
you talk enough.
And so Yelena, as raising the glass of wine, saying the world could have already been saved by now, and that leads to more curiosity from Pixis, as he says, you say that the world could have been saved. Now, I was under the impression that your plan was to unite Zeke and Aaron so that we can do this mini rumbling, right? Mm-hmm. So that we can stop the world from attacking us for the next 50 years or so, which sounds like music to Pixis' ears because this dude ain't living another 50 years.
No.
Right? So they can have peace and harmony away from the other foreign nations and any potential attacks going forward. You know what? Hey, they gotta do a rumbling. They gotta do a mini rumbling, right?
Yeah.
But that's where he's like, I thought that's what the plan was all along. We're talking about saving the world now, and
He's like, the world? You're
Yeah.
planning to go global? I thought we were just talking about Marley and Parody.
and that's where he says, but that plan would only save this island, right?
Yes.
So that's where he's like, all right, We're talking about the
What
world
are you
here.
talking about?
So you didn't care about us to begin
Yeah.
with, which is fine.
Catches her in a little slip up, and
Yeah.
that's when she's like,
I love how Nyan Capone's immediately like, bitch, don't tell him.
I know.
like, dude, shut up.
Yelena.
And now
She's
it's
like-
like, okay, I know you said too much, but now this awkward silence is really showing your guilt. Say something now.
yeah.
I think it's him more being like, can you just kick him out? And she's like,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck this. I want the last word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like, I'll reveal
literally.
my card. She's a bit too petty to,
You're already
smart.
wind up anyways.
The way too that like literally like lashing out and saying it's too late. Zeke gave you all the time you should have needed, and what did you do with that time? You plotted to repay his mercy by killing him. Zeke's the god. It's like what the fuck?
what?
Zeke is the one who's fated to save the world, and you have invited his wrath. I'm like,
This is when Pixis is like, I get it now.
this is such a character
fangirl.
switch from Yelena.
What's the name of the cult dude?
She's not
Like
composed
the
at all.
infamous cult guy.
Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Yelena's right hand man
Yeah.
right there. Yelena is the right hand man to Manson.
Liveroni says slipping Yelena a piece of paper with her Fifth Amendment rights under the table right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Like, hey,
yeah.
by the way, you
That
can
pretty
keep
much
the
was
fifth.
if that's what Owen
You
Capone
have
could
no
do.
obligation to answer that, Yelena.
Yeah.
Take some of your own advice,
I would have
girl.
loved if Nyan Capone hit her with that.
Yeah,
I'd
you
been
have no obligation to
you
answer
also
that."
have no obligation to respond to this.
Yeah. Oh man,
She's
that
like,
that probably
"Screw it."
would have pissed Yelena off.
Yeah. I'll answer to what I want. You can't give me orders.
But yeah, this is just interesting here because we see that Yelena has kind of had that kind of like stoic type persona,
Calculated.
calculated
Thought
is a
out.
good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now a little messy.
Yeah.
We see maybe a little bit too much wine.
She's
I don't
getting a
know.
little bit too big for her britches.
That's what happens when you get close to success. You start loosening up.
Yeah.
Never take your foot off the gas pedal.
All right, we have one more part to go ahead and talk about.
Wow. And then we can all have our dessert.
Yes, then it's tea time.
Okay.
Right?
Wait, we actually
Yeah,
have
tea
dessert.
time. Speaking of tea time,
I know. Speaking of tea time.
we continue the episode as tea is being brewed. We see that our Levi squad members remain imprisoned underground. Connie asks the group,
So what? Is there nothing we can do but sit here and wait for things to play out?
Arthur Bross pours a cup of tea as he places it on a table.
Here. Like tea?
Armin answers.
Yeah, thanks.
Connie now has a question for Armin.
Hey, Armin. Do you think you could bust us out of here by turning Titan?
Armin takes a sip of tea.
Afraid not. I'd blow up half the town if I tried. The Colossal Titan is powerful, but it's far from precise. Unlike Aaron's Titan.
We see that Mikasa is in deep thought, probably wondering about Aaron. Jean now has a question for Armin.
So, how did Aaron end up beating you to a pulp, Armin? I think it's about time you told us.
Armin explains.
Aaron was hurting Mikasa with his words. So I hit him and he responded in kind.
Jean now immediately asks.
What do you mean he was hurting her? What did he say?
Armin begins to say,
Well,
but Mikasa interrupts. Stop. It's fine. Jean tells Mikasa.
No, it isn't fine. Seriously, tell me what he said to you.
Connie tells Jean.
May as well just let it go, Jean. We already knew that he'd turn into an absolute piece of shit. Now he's lost his mind so completely that he went out of his way to hurt the two people he used to care about the most.
Jean responds.
Assuming he hasn't just lost it, I don't see him doing that without having some kind of reason. I wonder, could he have some sort of hidden motive?
Armin and Mikasa begin to think. To be continued.
Leader quality traits right there from Jean. I don't see that happening. I don't see him doing that.
Like,
without
he's
that sort
a
of motive.
fucking loser.
Yeah.
But I don't think he could do all that.
Yeah.
I can totally tell that Jean still has like the biggest crush on Mikasa. 'Cause,
Of
like,
course.
"What? He hurt you? Tell me
Yeah.
what he said. I'll protect you. Tell me what he said.
How dare he hurt your feelings?
I know. Mikasa's like, can we please just stop talking about it?
I love that like Connie has still just cut off Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I hate that piece of shit.
Those words. You're like, we already knew
Okay,
he turned into
Connie.
an absolute piece of shit. Like, okay, Connie.
Yeah, Connie does.
Damn.
Connie's hard to. He may forget, but he will not forget.
Connie,
Yeah.
no, Connie is still holding the Sasha grudge.
Oh yeah,
No,
for
he's got
sure.
that grudge for sure.
He saw him like literally like just like like chuckling to himself.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you laughing about, dude?
He's still obviously super sensitive to that. We don't get to see it in this scene or today in this stream, but next week we get to see someone says a little something about that Eldian girl that you would cook for.
Yeah.
And Connie's like,
say that.
Connie's like, what the hell did you just call her?
Yeah.
And obviously
That's his
Nicolo's
fucking
like,
taekwondo duo.
Connie's like, I'm gonna crash out.
I know.
I'm gonna crash out.
Give
John,
me
hold
an
me
excuse
back.
right now. Give me an excuse.
I know. Honestly, Connie is trying to hold it all together. I mean, he's lost his better half. You know, that's like his
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
You know, again, they've all have experienced loss. Losing
His mom
Sasha
is
sucks for
still
all
like
of them.
a turtle on
But
her back.
I don't know who you can argue is closer to Sasha than Connie.
No
Yeah.
one.
You know.
No one at all. They were literally like
Not
twin flames.
even Nicolo.
No, Nicolo was kind of on track to go ahead and.
They didn't have that same
If
relationship.
it lasted another couple months, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Connie
that
and
was.
Sasha have that battle bond and that twin flame.
They both shared a, like a brain cell, so like.
yeah, they shared a brain cell.
Now he's just half a brain cell.
He's half a brain cell now.
Hey, it's good to see that at least they're getting tea while they're imprisoned. So.
By my goat.
I know.
Yeah,
Arthur
Mr.
Morgan Brown.
I would not drink that tea though. Knowing
At
their
this point, you don't trust anything.
yeah,
You're like,
knowing
hold on,
their
hold on.
reputation with
That's a good point.
I wouldn't accept their tea.
Yeah.
I just-
It would literally just be
Drink.
Armin drinking it. He'd be
Yeah.
like, "Well, I'm already
Armin's like,
I'm already a Titan."
you can't screw me over anyway. Well, oh wait, they haven't had the wine yet.
That's a good point, though.
They almost did. Nicola was like, "This isn't for
Wouldn't it
your
be
kind."
Wouldn't it be a little suspicious if you're like, hey, you guys are gonna go ahead and stay prisoner over here, but help yourself to that tea?
Yeah, I'd be like, "No, no. I heard what you guys did. I'm aware of what was in the last drinks you guys offered us, and I'm not trying to get roofied. I'm fine."
I want to watch you guys pull water from the stream. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy if they even went to taint freaking the tea. Which again, I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't put anything.
They got to go
past
ahead and
them.
cover all their bases. They're like, hold on, we got to get everybody. What else do people drink? Actually, I think Captain Levi drinks tea.
What if we just throw it all in their water
What
supply?
are they into?
That'd be kind of crazy, right? If they went to as far as just like literally, it's in their water.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was gonna
So-
say if you shower and you have it, they don't shower, so that's
Yeah,
not
there's
really
no
a problem.
showering. No.
Maybe they wash their clothes and they don't wash their clothes.
They don't wash it.
Yeah, they don't do that either. Never mind. Maybe cooking. You can't boil it out, can you?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Can you?
You probably can
Can you
because like
bake it out
the
in the bread?
internal body temperature is probably hot enough that it has to survive in there, right? Biologically
Man.
speaking, logical Lex speaking.
Logical Lex.
Well, I mean,
But
that
I think
internal
the serum
body
needs
temp
to
only goes up
survive.
to like what?
97, 98 is around a healthy, normal body temp. And boiling water is definitely higher than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a good question. But also, Titans are notorious for being super steamy hot. You know what I mean? So maybe there is a.
Stevie.
Is there a boiling point to spinal fluid? We may never know.
I know there's a boiling point for your eyeballs.
Is there? There's a
Yeah.
point where your eyeballs just start to boil.
Yeah.
What's? Do you
I
know?
don't know, but I know it's. I know.
But I know it exists.
I know it exists.
All right. Not so fun facts with Zach.
Definitely not so fun fact. I can check. I don't know what.
Thank you for the code, Jacob.
I'm gonna
So-
get flagged for this search.
The Bros family is all in there, right? Like all the
Yeah.
kids are.
Yeah.
Last
the
time we
whole
saw-
family's there.
This group of Levi Squad members, which consists of John, Connie, Mikasa, Armin,
140
140 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so don't put your eyeballs in anything that's 140. That's the limit.
Don't put your anything.
Yeah.
In a,
So what
in
I'm hearing is
140.
139 is the limit. I'm just kidding, guys. We don't advocate for that. Please don't do that.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
it's
seems like the
Rouse
whole family's in there.
Yeah, and also
Drinking tea.
Gabi and Falco are in there as well, right?
No, they're not actually.
They're
Gabi is somewhere else. She ran away. Right? They were kind of just.
No, I don't think she ran away.
Gabi is somewhere else because that's when Peak finds her on her own. That's how Peak finds her.
When did Gabi run away?
I don't know if she ran away, but maybe, I don't think they got imprisoned. And then Falco is obviously out for
Well, the
count.
last time we saw Gabi was with Armin, Mikasa, and Eren.
No,
They
I'm
were
pretty
in the
sure they're
room.
still in detain. I think her
I
and
think
Falco
that-
I
have
don't
a
think they're in
separate
the
room
same
for
cell.
detainment. Yeah,
they're in a separate detainment.
the both
Are
of them
they?
should be in a separate cell right now.
Yeah, I know that they're not in the cell with
they're
them.
technically warrior.
Yeah, because
candidates
they're warrior
still.
candidates are in a separate cell. Because that is how Gabi is able to basically get out with Peak and Porco at the end of this episode that we're talking about. But we won't get to it
Yeah,
until
they
maybe the
should
end of the
be-
month.
They should be in another. Sorry, no. Well, I think. Well,
But there is a scene coming up where she's sitting on her own in a
Okay,
in a
so then
brick
next
area.
week we'll find out more or less
Yeah.
where.
Yeah.
I know there is a
Gabi
scene that
is-
comes up there. I only watched ahead a couple minutes.
But to answer your question, yeah, the Browse family, they are there with the Levi Squad
They're all in
members.
there.
So
Having a tea party.
yeah, I mean, Connie has a question for Armin. He says, "Do you think that we could bust out of here by turning Titan?" Interesting question, Connie.
Armin's
Do
like,
going ghost.
you want to fucking fry up or?
yeah.
Do you want to be squished or fried?
Armin's like, dude, I am the nuke. Do you understand that it's not possible?
How Connie didn't figure that one is a
Did
question.
you
only
not
Connie
see
could
me
ask.
in Marley?
Hey, but you got to try, I guess. You got to be like, I've seen Aaron only form an arm. Can you do that? No.
Yeah.
Think about how big that. You want a finger.
Yeah. I'll do a foot,
Oh fuck.
a toe, perhaps. The big
One
toe.
singular piggy.
Yeah, one piggy. Pick your piggy.
That would pretty much be the like.
That's the whole holding cell.
That would be the same as Zeke, just like, not the same, but like in terms of
Yeah, just
Desperate
like
measures, right?
explosion. Yeah, desperate measures.
be like,
yeah.
all right, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to sacrifice all of these just so I can
I
get out of
know.
here.
No.
The kids are like, what?
I know, huh? No.
Yeah, Armin would never. Armin would never.
No.
And
Irvin,
if he did,
on the other-
he would, yeah, Irvin on the other hand, he'd be like, I have to.
He'd give a
Give it-
speech and then he'd go.
Give
Yeah,
your
yeah, he would give a speech to
give
convince
your lives
them
for the cause.
that they are that what they're doing is correct. He would somehow give a speech to convince them that this is the way it has to
Just
be.
breaks the teacup all over his hand.
Yeah. They're all huddled
Where are
together.
the Jaegers?
Oh man. That
What could've
gambling
been.
man.
What could have been?
Oh man.
So anyways, yeah, you're right. John, well, first off, John caught wind of the beatdown that Armin took from Eren. He was wondering what led to it, right? It's just how did he end up
Armin,
beating
you
with
got
Bolt,
really
right?
beat up when we walked in. You good?
He's like, I think it's time you told us about what happened. You know, and then that's when Armin explains that Eren was hurting Mikasa with his words, so I hit him. Right? And John, like, what do you mean he was hurting her?
Yeah. What do you
What
mean?
did he say?
What did he say to her? And Armin was gonna answer. He probably
Well.
wasn't gonna say it explicitly. He probably
Yeah.
was just gonna be like, he said some horrible
Yeah.
things about childhood or something. And
He's
she's
probably
like,
gonna say that she's like you referred to her as like a slave or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, and that she, you know, she's well, who knows? He would go ahead and pretty much explain.
he would
it.
phrase it in an appropriate way, but
Yeah.
obviously Mikasa stops him because she's like, I don't even want to think about that right now. Like,
I don't think
literally,
that's anything that Mikasa wants to revisit.
Yeah, like literally,
Yeah.
yeah, not at all. That's probably the worst
Mikasa
thing.
is thinking. You see, she
Her
like
heart
she's
is actually broken.
she's in deep thought. She's probably trying to go ahead
This poor girl.
and think of
Justice for my girl Mikasa.
what even John is talking about, like this at the end, this hidden motive. She's probably thinking like there's got to be some sort of motive. There's something.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way
At
that
that
Eren would
point,
do
she's
that.
like, maybe Jean isn't hopeless.
I know. And
Good thinking, John. Obviously, he has a plan.
Newsflash, idiot. That's what I've been thinking about this whole time.
I know.
God, man.
I don't see him doing that without having some kind of reason. Oh, you think, John?
do you think that's a moment where Marco's literally like,
Yeah, yeah. Marco.
God,
John. He's looking at him from above like,
so relatable.
that's not my
He's like, you're losing
so
her.
relatable.
I know.
Could he have some sort of hidden motive? Armin and Mikasa the whole time are like, okay, well, he's finally met where we're at. We're a couple chapters in, but he's okay. He just
glad-
opened the book.
I'm glad you're up to speed now, bro.
Yeah.
It took you long enough.
But we see
But
here that Armin and
to-
Mikasa, they're both thinking about this hidden motive because it's something that they've thought about. They're like, you know, there's something. So, what's causing Eren to do this? Why did he side with Zeke?
Yeah.
You know.
To give Jean some grace, he doesn't know exactly what happened with that fight, so I guess he could
He's
be
figuring
like,
it out at a much slower pace.
yeah.
At a horse's pace, one might say.
There you go, dude. How hilarious was that last week when you went ahead and you found out that Aaron's horse's name was Jean?
John.
I think that horse only lasted like maybe half a season too before he died.
Maybe.
That horse
Jean.
did not last long.
Yeah, poor Jean.
Poor Jean.
Aaron was like, I don't need John anyways. I'm a Titan.
No.
But that's all we got for you guys. We're going to go ahead and end the episode breakdown discussion there. And I want to thank you guys, of course, for tuning in with us, for supporting us, and for sticking around with us if you guys are still here live in chat. Yeah, fun episode. We're getting down to some really cool topics of conversation with the story of Attack on Titan. Season 4 is a whirlwind, and we knew that we were going to get to it at some point, and here we are. We are in the middle of this whirlwind, and it's only going to get crazier, and it's only going to get more epic, and
I'm excited.
yeah. So
I'm so hyped.
I'm
It's
excited
crazy.
for y'all.
Also, for those that have not answered the Q&A that is posted over on the Instagram, please, to help me out,
Please go
if
through
I do
it.
get the opportunity to go ahead and ask Iñaki or Jacob a question, you know, what's a question that you guys would want to ask them? You know, and please make it a serious question. You know, don't just make it something that's kind of like, you know, fun and lighthearted, but just like, oh, Luffy, what's your favorite color? Or Luffy,
Yeah.
what's your favorite food? Or, you know, Luffy, what do you like? For me, I
You
want
can
to go
always
ahead and
go
find
for
out
the
more about the
fun.
actor. You know, I want to find out more about,
Yeah.
you know, their process, or, you know,
I'm
just
sure
their
actors really
experiences and stuff.
appreciate,
And
like genuine questions. You know, they don't want to hear the same question they've heard over and over.
yeah.
So they want to hear something genuine. But
Yeah.
there's also always those fun anecdote questions. You could be like, what's the most fun day you've had on set? Can you tell
Well,
us a story
I mean,
about something funny that happened?
I thought about it too. It'd be like, you know, asking Iñaki a question of like Iñaki, you are the hero in One Piece, but if you can cast yourself to be a villain, what villain would you want to be?
Ooh.
And then just see what he said. I don't know what he would say. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if he said something like, you know, Doflamingo or something, or who knows, or, you know.
I would want to be Dofi.
Yeah, I think you would make a really freaking epic Doflamingo. But they're not. I don't want to say they're never gonna get to Dressrosa, but
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I mean, they'd have to go ahead and be at a crazy pace to go ahead and get there. But seriously, if you want to go ahead and ask them a question, and
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity,
you know,
guys.
that'd be cool.
Take advantage.
Not miss your chance to blow.
And honestly,
Yeah.
too, like,
This time only comes once in a
if
lifetime.
we're able to do like a 30-minute interview, like just hang out with them, like I for sure will go ahead and ask them questions from, you know, I'll let them know these are fresh questions from my friends over in our chat, in our community, you know, with the podcast, and you know, it'd be cool to go ahead and ask them, you know.
Then we can let you guys
Jacob
know.
says he sent
how
a
they
bunch.
respond to
Awesome,
your
yeah,
questions.
send a bunch.
Feel free.
Awesome.
But,
Thank you guys.
The
Yeah, thank you
more,
guys so
the
much.
merrier.
Hopefully
And I hope
we'll
you
have
guys
some
enjoyed
more
the
news soon.
episode. Thank you so much again for hanging out with us. I'll do the usual thing that I just kind of leave us all with. Thank you all so much for just hanging out with us. Thank you all so much for just being such kind and caring people. And again, I'm so proud of this community. And I love the questions. I love hanging out with you guys. I genuinely look forward to doing this, you know, every week. And, you know, I'm just so, like, honored, again, to be a part of this. We talked about what potentially life would go ahead and bring us. And I never would have thought that, you know, one, Babbler would think of me to go ahead and be the person to go ahead and potentially interview Iñaki or Jacob. But I truly believe that's because of this podcast, you know? You know, if we didn't have this podcast, then I don't think that would have gotten this opportunity, you know, or at least be thought of to go ahead and be given this opportunity. So you never know where life's going to take us. You never know what opportunities are going to present themselves to us. But, you know, go ahead and just put yourself out there, work hard. It was hard for us to go ahead and do this podcast. It was hard for us to go ahead and stick with it. You know, it was hard for us to go ahead and create this, and we got for what, 4 years, going on 5, and it's crazy. But I don't think that any of us starting this would have ever thought that like an interview with Iñaki would be impossible. You know, like, and we've talked about before, like it'd be cool to go ahead and get like voice actors on and stuff, and maybe this is something that could potentially help lead to this,
Open the
those
door.
things, you know?
Yeah.
So I definitely plan on shouting out the podcast if I get the opportunity. You know, I'll let them know that I'm here on behalf of Attack the Talk. I'll let them know that, you know, that depending on how
Our
long
community
I get
came
with them-
together to come up with the best questions we could ask you.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. So thank you all again just for the support. Yeah, I'm just so thankful for you know, just for life, you know. It's you never know what tomorrow is going to bring, right? But we also just have to be thankful for the present and for today. And again, I'm just thankful for all of you guys for being here with us. So I'm yapping. I love you guys, and hope to see you guys next week. Spread that love and positivity. I love you guys. So peace out.
I just want to leave you guys with, if you check out chat right now, you will see that I plugged in my best friend Aaron, who is also the creator of our logo, Attack the Talk logo that you see dangling right next to AJ up there.
There. It's up there.
Check out her Instagram. She and her mom are running that account and are being very honest and very truthful and very unfiltered about her experience with ALS. If those of you who don't know, ALS is a disease that can happen randomly, and she was diagnosed when she was 23. She is 25, going on 26, and she is doing amazing things. I really just want you guys to have the opportunity to check out how amazing she is and see how, just join her in her journey and give some support, guys. If there's anything you do, please, if there's anything that you do today involving social media, please let it be you following Erin's Instagram at Unsteady and Ready and supporting her journey. She's an amazing person. She's been my best friend since sophomore year of high school. So,
Did you post it over on?
it's in the chat right now. It says Erin's Insta is at Unsteady and Ready.
Okay. I'm not seeing it.
For those of you who do not know, her Instagram is at Unsteady and Ready.
If it's a
all
link,
one
you
word.
can always send it to me, and I'll go ahead and I can post it.
I would have to get the link.
No.
But UNSTEADYANDREADY. Unsteady and Ready. She also, we also follow them on our Attack the Talk account. So if you already follow our account, then it'll be a lot easier for you to find it, because that's just how the algorithm works, because we also follow them, so you'll have a mutual. And that's all I'm going to leave you guys with. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is Lexy signing out. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Jacob gave us a code today. That code is code LOVE. Jacob also says, God bless everyone in here. Love you all. Guys, you are loved. You are appreciated. Like AJ said, sometimes things are difficult, and it's hard to stick with projects for extended periods of time. And it's just amazing how we're almost at 5 years now. And I know we've had all had our individual moments where we've had issues and things that we had to push through, and it's just a blessing that we're still here with you guys today, and that this community has grown, and that we've seen fruit come from the efforts of our labor, and that we're even seeing more fruit come in different ways. Congrats, AJ. I'm praying that this works out for you, bro. That'd be awesome.
Cool.
And yeah, other than that, I'll leave you guys with this. Hebrews 10:23. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. Guys, put your faith in the Lord, and the Lord will provide. Keep your loved ones close. Appreciate them every moment you get, because you never know when it's your time. And just know that we always will be here for you guys, and we love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll see you guys soon. Right. Good night.
Bye, guys.